smack dab in it. Hey, tomorrow, it don't go away. On the freedom, just might come away.
These people feel that they are the foot soldiers and executors of what the disenfranchisement that the white race is feeling, and Donald Trump is giving them subliminal orders in their head.
Subliminal orders. Whatever his faults, you can be certain that Donald Trump is not doing that. Trump is the least subliminal politician in American history.
And messaging that matters. The president said that we will fly our flags at half-mast until August 8th. That's 8/8. Now, I'm not going to imply that he did this deliberately, but I am using it as an example of the ignorance of the adversary that's being demonstrated by the White House. The numbers 8/8 are very significant in neo-Nazi and white supremacy movement. Why? Because the letter H is the 8th letter of the alphabet, and to them, the numbers 8/8 together stand for Heil Hitler.
You just can't abuse it. Freedom, get moving. Never gonna stop till everybody grooving on love for one another. Call it some friend and call it some brother.
Want to get it off your chest? Call the Dave Weinbaum Show. Except for ourselves, we don't suffer fools here. Want politics and fun sprinkled with a lot of laughs? You're in the right place. Heard in 50 states and 98 countries, now in its 11th year. The Dave Weinbaum Show is on the air. The tale of two horrible massacres by nuts who are totally opposites in their political beliefs. One blames Republicans and Democrats, mostly Democrats, for allowing an invasion at our southern border. The other, who was Antifa, had a hit list to kill and another to rape. And he followed Warren and Sanders, yet no one blames them. But almost every Democrat running for president is blaming Donald Trump for the massacres. You know, and there was 2 knife killings too recently. One, a Latino who was out on bail, killed 4 in Kamala Harris's Southern California district. Anybody calling her a racist? Another knife killing was in Pittsburgh. Now, maybe Dems and Trump want red flags on guns and automatic weapons. Are they also going to call for the confiscation of knives? What happens if people start forking each other? Are they going to require forks to be confiscated? We'll be spooning our food or eating with our hands. Yet no one is calling for the removal of knives. They are calling for the removal of guns. Beto O'Rourke. We want to confiscate all guns. Well, here's how this is going to go down. If they start messing around with these red flag laws, you're going to see that it's going to be a big erosion, if not the complete destruction of our Second Amendment right. And I'm going to be talking with Cheryl Chumley about that later, who has written about it. I mean, really, if the Dems get their way and they get into power, they will have the ability to take the guns away from the other political party. And does anyone doubt, based on their rhetoric, that they wouldn't do that? I don't. I don't think the Republicans would do it, but who wants to put them in that position? The red flag laws will be used by Democrats to confiscate political enemies' guns. And I don't think there's any doubt about it. So we'll have a choice. Those of us who are not Democrats, those of us who believe in the Constitution, believe in the Second Amendment, we'll either have to submit to a tyrannical government or revolt. Now let me tell you something. Civil wars happen. Don't fall for red flag laws without due process. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. My name is Dave Weinbaum. I'm here with radio legend Stan Hines and my lovely bride, Lisa Weinbaum. Hi, honey. How are you? She's got her face stuffed with a burrito.
Yeah,
hi, honey. How are you?
It's good. Thank you.
You know what she was telling me the other? I know what she does to me sometimes.
What?
She comes up to me and she smells me and she like sniffs me all over. And then she looks at me and says, "Yep, you're mine." What is this? What is that? I don't understand that. Now I'm not a farm boy.
Well,
you know, I wasn't brought up.
Dogs.
I wasn't brought up around cattle. I didn't know where the hell a steak came from when I was younger. You know.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
when you
wondering.
smell a cow, I don't think you can smell the steak.
Well, I don't know. What are you smelling for, anyways? I don't understand.
I just checking you out.
Checking me out.
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's check this caller out here because I don't know who this is. But welcome to the show, JJ. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is JJ from beautiful Rolla, Missouri.
Well, hello there. What a surprise. How are you?
As usual, your monologue pretty much stole my thunder.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
Well, you know, you're just too good at it.
Well, no, I'm reading your mind. You know that.
Oh, this is a scary thought.
I know.
Here,
it
hold
is.
on a second. See if you can read what I'm thinking now.
Boy, I'd love to have a McDonald's burrito about now. See how I got that little bit in there? No, it wasn't.
What I was thinking, but that's close enough.
Well, I don't want to give away all my secrets, you know.
Well, you know the red flag laws.
Yes.
The Dems have been making a lot of noise about those, and some of the more socialist states have moved to enact those. And well, first off, that the red flag takes away your due process rights. They claim it will take them away temporarily, but we all know it will be a permanent sort of thing. Will this ever manage to make it to the Supreme Court and be verified? Nah, I doubt it. But the fact that these clowns are doing it has caused some problems in the conservative area. I'm a Second Amendment guy, and you know, I think what these people are smelling, speaking of pheromones, is that, you know, the NRA has had a few internal problems over the last 6 or 8 months.
Yep.
Ollie North quit.
Yep.
Wayne LaPierre apparently is trying to consolidate his power.
They fired Dana Loesch, of all things?
Yeah. So I think these folks see this as a weakness in the NRA, and they're moving fast to try to cover it and get their agenda pushed forward. Now, I'm still a supporter of the NRA and Missouri Firearms Coalition and a bunch of other pro-Second Amendment groups of people. But I think these Democrats, socialists, communists, call them what you want, are going to move in fast and try to negate our Second Amendment. I don't think they can get it repealed. That's not likely. But they sure are going to nibble around the edges of it until they've got gun confiscation. And every one of those 24 clowns would do that in a heartbeat. And we've got senators like Feinstein who would do that in a heartbeat.
So
so what do we do?
Well, we don't want that, I don't think. And now Donald Trump is starting to talk about this, possibly these red flag laws. I don't know what he's going to be saying, but he's got to be aware of the danger of that. But what about the killings in Chicago last weekend? Like nobody ever talks about 9
that.
Killed and about 50 shot. And that happens just about every weekend. That's a weekend in the south side of Chicago, and maybe some other parts of Chicago. They have the toughest gun law. They have the toughest gun laws in America, and yet they can't stop the bad guys from getting guns. Now you also had this this attack that was going to take place in Springfield just yesterday?
Yes.
And some guy, an off-duty firefighter who was armed, got the guy upon entry and stopped him. And the guy was loaded to the hilt. He had 100 rounds, AK-47, whatever. I don't know what he had, but he was loaded for bear, if you know what I mean. So one guy with one gun stopped him. So if you have good people with guns, if we have carry, concealed carry and all that, maybe open carry, that's going to stop a lot of stuff. What do you think?
Yeah. Missouri is now an open carry state, constitutional carry state, and the result of that is you can carry a pistol on your hip if you want. I think that's a very stupid idea. We discuss this a lot amongst my shooting friends. You might as well tattoo on your forehead, "Shoot me first," because that's what the bad guy is going to do. He sees you with a weapon, you're the first guy on his list.
Could be.
But yeah, good guys with guns can stop bad guys with guns. And it's a cliche, I know, and it's been preached a lot, but it is a fact. And let's face it, it's a dangerous world we live in.
Yep.
The kooks have taken over.
Yep.
So, yeah, should you be armed? Yeah. Should you carry concealed? Yeah. Don't make a big deal out of it. Don't brag about it to your friends. Just quietly go on about your business, ready to take care of problems should they fly into your face.
You got that. My friend, you added a lot to this morning's show already, as you always do. I really appreciate it. You got anything else?
No, I think I've got on my soapbox enough for this morning. I will listen to the rest of your show.
Well, I appreciate
that.
High
point of my Friday.
And by the way, we got a new prize today. We're going to give away a backwards MAGA hat. These are great because if you look at them, they're backwards. If you look in a mirror, it says MAGA.
Yeah.
But if you get in front of a Trump hater, you confuse them. You daze them. They don't understand it. You know.
Oh, they're confused to begin with.
Just stay away from stay away from the dyslexic ones who can read it backwards. Anyways, thank you, JJ, for being the opening act on the Dave Weinbaum Show. God bless you too. It's always a pleasure to have JJ. So we're going to give away a backwards MAGA hat, and who could not give away a $35 McDonald's gift card?
Hey, there you go.
What do you think of that?
It's time
call the show. You got to have some additional material for the show. I won't be a hard ass about it. You can say that, right?
Yeah.
But call the show, and we're going to do a break right now. 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community-born, community-raised, community serving.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their number one hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
It's been over 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto experience. The name says Muffler Mart, but they do it all. Thousands of customers have done business with Muffler Mart because they do what they say they're going to do. Woo! The next time you need work on your vehicle, head to Muffler Mart on Highway 63 South, across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. For appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434. Muffler Mart in Rolla.
The strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. The all-new 2019 Silverados have arrived at Fairground Auto Plaza. Get 0% APR for 72 months or $9,015 in total value on the all-new 2019 Crew Cab LT All-Star Z71 for well-qualified buyers with GM financing. Check out everything Fairground Auto Plaza has to offer. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza at 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
If you've watched Storage Wars, you know how smelly and moldy your valuables can get. Daniel's climate-controlled units ends all that. It's like a spa for your stuff. Call Investment Realty at 364-4050 and reserve a unit for Daniel's climate-controlled and secure storage. That's 364-4050.
95 years of serving families in the Rolla community. This is Rick Miller at Null & Son Funeral Home. For a business to be successful for 95 years takes hard work, determination, respect, and compassion for the community and the families we serve. This year, Null & Son Funeral Home proudly celebrates our 95th anniversary. 95 years of providing the finest funeral service, always at an affordable cost. It has been our honor to serve your family.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
In other words, things are getting dangerously crazy on the left. How crazy? Well, on Monday, former Jeb Bush spokeswoman Nicole Wallace explained that President Trump is planning a genocide of Hispanic Americans. Watch this.
He ramped it up again to the invasion, the warning people of the caravan, and words like infestation. What do you do with an infestation? With an infestation, the conclusion is to attempt an extermination.
President Obama used the power of the presidency to try to pass comprehensive immigration reform with the Latino community, Latino leaders at the table. You now have a president, as you said, talking about exterminating Latinos.
Well, now there's a movie out that's called The Hunt, I believe, and it's going to be out soon, where apparently a bunch of, let's say deplorables, maybe even irredeemables, are kidnapped and then hunted down by elite leftists. How about that?
I don't think those two words go together very well, elite and leftist.
Actually, I think most of them are elite.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I would say.
I mean, dangerous. No, never mind.
Well, no, they're dangerous. And this is a movie coming out.
Wow.
They've, in light of the killings in El Paso and Ohio and Pittsburgh and Southern California. We didn't even talk about the knife thing. Yeah, I did mention it. The guy goes on, slashes, and he was robbing places. He wasn't out to kill necessarily, but while he was there, he figured he'd just take care of, just kill a few people. But you don't hear about him. Why? Because, he's Latino, and he was out on bail.
Yeah.
But he was in Kamala Harris's area, running for president, and Law and Order Pamela Harris. Well, was she responsible for this guy? Okay? Look, people do things that are evil and wrong, and by and large, people are responsible for their own behavior.
Well, I think during Barack Obama's presidency, there were, 32 mass shootings?
Something like that.
I don't remember ever blaming him on those.
No, but you couldn't even blame the actual people that were doing it. Some of them were Islamic jihadists.
Yeah.
You couldn't say the words.
No, you couldn't.
No. So, anyways, we're back on the show. I want to tell you, I got a packed show today. I got the rabbi calling from Israel at 9:30. I've got Cheryl Chumley again, who, by the way, she was on Shannon Bream's show on the Fox News Network a couple nights ago. This is what happens, and she's a great example of this. When she's with me for 4 or 5 in a row like that, she gets a gig on Fox News. When not, she doesn't. Okay, now I don't know if I have any. It might be a coincidence, but she's going to be on the show, and we've got a special guest coming on who's been a regular guest, and now I believe I can say her name. That's Laura Loomer. Why? Because she's running for Congress, and I don't think Twitter and Facebook have figured out how to screw with that yet, but they will, because I've posted her picture all over Facebook and Twitter, and they didn't do a damn thing about it. All right, how about that? The person that's banned for life from both. Now, isn't that interesting? She's going to be running in Mar-a-Lago's 21st District, Florida's 21st District, which includes Mar-a-Lago, and she's, hopefully we can get her together with the fiery Latina. The fiery Latina, and what's this guy doing? Oh, God. Do we need this, really?
No.
God. Anyways, the fiery Latina, all right, out there in Florida, who's, by the way, I believe in Spain right now on vacation, and I think she's got a real good shot in that district. That would be Laura Loomer coming on. She'll be on about 10:45, and then beyond that, I've got Elad coming on, Elad Hakim, give us some great stuff on the legal matters that are going on in the country, including the IG, the small leak of the IG report. It's not a leak, really. It got out there through Tom Fenton of Judicial Watch, and he sues to get these things released. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. And good old Dr. Amy. Good young Dr. Amy, I should say. She's always a hoot, and she gives really good advice. Anyways, we're going to have a great show. You call the show. What do you got for me, Stan? You got anything?
Not yet, unless you want something. I have a phone call.
No, we're going to do it the way we did it last week.
Okay.
Which is you're going to do stuff, all right?
Gotcha.
Thank you. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chester from north of Doolittle.
Well, hello, Chester. What's going on?
I just want to inject a little bit of humor in all this sick news.
Oh,
today.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Did you see the story about the guy who's running a fundraiser for the president, and he's also an investor in Spin Cycle and other health clubs like that?
Sure.
Well, all of a sudden, everybody's on the left is going nuts and screaming about how they ought to boycott and quit the Spin Cycle. If you read any one of those stories, buried in there is the Twitter or whatever, the tweet from Michael Moore.
Yeah.
He's canceled his Spin Cycle membership.
Yeah, and who knew that he was a member of a health club?
You believe that?
And further, they also interviewed a bunch of people by the club that were going in the club, and every single one of them they talked to this morning said, no, I love it too much. I'm not going to boycott it. They said, that's ridiculous, going too far. So I don't think it's going to be a big event, but the concept.
I just thought that was hilarious.
It is funny. Michael Moore has a
cycle.
What the hell does he do? Finger exercises or vocal exercises?
I don't know.
They
make him big enough to support him anyway.
No, that's wrong. Me and Stan are a little heavier than you, so that hurt our feelings. Do you feel good about yourself now? All right.
I feel wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, say hello to your lovely wife.
Oh, by the way, that supposed that Walmart shooter or whatever, that nut job in Springfield.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but he wasn't trying to shoot anybody anyway. I think he was doing some kind of like a demonstration of open carry. He was like flaunting it. Because he walked into the store.
Yeah.
He started pushing a shopping cart around, walking around and filming himself. And then when the manager pulled the alarm, he went out with everybody else. And that's when the firefighter put the gun to him and said, don't move or I kill you.
The guy had a big gun, and he had 100. He had 100.
An AR-15.
He had 100 bullets on him. So
well, that just means 3 magazines. That's no big deal.
Right.
I mean, he's wearing. Remember,
you could kill 100 people with that or more.
Outfit.
Okay, that's the point. Is people are a little leery of stuff like that.
I wonder.
Well, and a guy with a gun came and stopped him, even though it was a false alarm. I mean, how dumb can a guy be? Excuse
me.
What I'm
saying. This was a political statement. What they need to do is dig into this guy's records and see who he really is.
Yeah. What would you have done?
They're just automatically assuming he's a right-wing nut job, and he may very well be a left-wing nut job.
Well, you got they come from all sides, left wing, right wing, and there's no excuse for what they did. They did it. You can't blame Bernie Sanders for this liberal guy. You can't blame Donald Trump for the other guy. And by the way, Donald Trump has said time after time after time, over and over, he's disavowed David Duke, he's disavowed white nationalists, Nazis, neo-Nazis, and the works. And so he's on record doing this, and yet the Democrats say the last time he said it was a week ago, right after the shooting.
I have never yet seen the Democrats. I have never yet heard the Democrats disavow Robert Byrd, senator.
Yeah, no, me neither.
And Kliegel of the Ku Klux Klan. All those monuments are still built.
Yeah, where the hell do the white nationals come from, anyways? Which party?
That's called the Ku Klux Klan.
And who?
The Democrat Party.
And who engineered the release of the slaves?
The Republicans engineered the release.
Right.
And they had to fight the Democrats all the way.
But
that was called the Civil War.
Abraham Lincoln.
That was
being the main thrust of it. Exactly. So the history does not, they're making this stuff up. And here's a comparison. George Bush, back in 2000 elections, you had that close election. It was decided eventually by the Supreme Court of the United States. It was delayed for a month or two. It was in December, maybe even February. I'm not sure. But from that moment on, the Dems claimed that Bush stole the election. Therefore, he was a racist pig, and then got us into the Iraqi war, which they all backed back in the late 90s and early 2000s. So therefore, not only was he a racist pig, he was a warmongering baby killer. And they carried that into the 2004 elections, and he still beat John Kerry. So doesn't that seem similar to what's happening right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Chester. Thank you so much. And
you're correct.
I got I'm 2 minutes away from the rabbi, so I was going to take a break, but I'm not going to now. Just because you're so damn interesting, All right. Thank you, Chester. Hi to Martha. And we got the rabbi coming up in about 2 minutes. I mean, lots of interesting stuff. You know what, though? On the golf course lately, within the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've been seeing red foxes. And they're by my house. I mean, one was on the 8th hole where I kind of live, and it's just sitting there watching me.
I've got one that hangs out.
And I got a picture. I got a picture of him.
I do too.
But there's a thing going on in Israel right now that I picked up on yesterday. I'm going to talk about it with the rabbi, where it's like a 2,000-year prophecy of something that's going to happen when the red foxes started hanging around the Temple Mount. Well, guess what?
They're hanging around.
There's a dozen or so hanging around the Temple Mount, and there's a dozen or so hanging around my house. So I'm going to ask the rabbi about this. I'm getting a little nervous. So anyways, we're going to hear from the rabbi. We're going to play the song right now. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, 1 second, Dave. You were talking to another rabbi? Sounds like you're cheating on me.
No, actually, I'm cheating with you on him because he was the first rabbi. Listen to this. I got rabbis fighting over me. This is kind of weird. All right, we're back on the show. And Rabbi will be calling any minute now, but I do want to get this up because Hannity was in such excitement yesterday. It's like, something really happened. Well, something happened, and it's a good start. I'm going to call it a good start, but it does not mean that we're done with it yet, but I'm not going to talk about it right now because I think I know who this is. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show, or should I say, shalom.
Hey, shalom. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Never a minute late. I'm perfect.
Yeah, you're not perfect. You're talking to the wrong guy about that. But no, you don't have to be perfect. You are human, right?
Well, Weinbaum, isn't that a German name?
What are you trying to imply?
What I'm saying is Germans are never late. They're very precise and punctual.
You think I'm a German? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm married to a German. But what are you trying to say? That I hate myself? Stop it. No, I don't hate Germans. Obviously, I don't hate Germans. Although, well, we're not going to get into that. But thank you for claiming that I was a German. No, it's a Jewish German name. My name. Well, what's Rothchild? Is that a Jewish? What kind of a name is that?
Sound like
honestly, I have no idea. I think it's actually from Latvia.
Latvia, Rothchild.
Yeah.
You were named after. You're named after the rich Jews, and the guy that stole their name was so stupid he left out the S.
Yeah, well, we left the S off for saving.
All right. Anyways, I'm going to introduce you properly. This man travels the world uniting Jews and Christians. He's the future rabbi to the Trump Third Temple Hotel, Golf Course, Spa, and Casino, and he's the official rabbi to Missouri and the Dave Weinbaum Show, calling all the way from Israel, the Holy Land, Rabbi Moshe Rothchild. I think I heard some applause from the Vatican.
Yeah, it could have been.
Right over the water. They're right over the Mediterranean. So how you doing, Rabbi? You okay?
Yeah.
You sound like you're in a pretty good mood. Let's talk first thing off. What's the deal with the foxes that have appeared at the Temple Mount in my backyard and Stan's yard, Stan's driveway? Yeah. What is going on? What's with the invasion of the red foxes, and what's the story, the prophecy behind it?
Yeah. Well, the Jerusalem Post, which is our largest English language newspaper here in Israel, reported this week that's been seen on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, foxes running around the Temple Mount. Now, there's a prophecy in the book of in the book of Lamentations, where it says there'll be foxes running through the Temple Mount. And so people are seeing this as a sign, like a messianic sign. So now, those are foxes running here in Jerusalem. Now, the foxes you're talking about that you see are the ones, I understand, on the golf course behind you.
Yeah.
So I don't think that has anything to do with the messianic prophecies, unless, of course, you want to say they're getting a holy one.
I'm letting you have that.
Holy one.
I'm letting a holy in one. No, you didn't mean a holy one. No, a holy in one. Holy in one. Yes, that's what you would call it. But no, use that joke again. But fix it, will you? Come on.
Right. It was so clever that nobody got it. It was like beyond you guys.
Did you know? You do know that golf is the whole thing. My wife's favorite club is her bitching wedge.
Oh, dang.
Oh, that's wrong.
That is wrong.
That's terrible. I apologize to you, honey.
Terrible.
So let me ask you this. Did you give a tour to Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez?
Yes, J-Lo was here this week, and A-Rod. Everyone's got, I think
Did they tip?
By Mo. Did they tip? No.
Yeah.
They said they didn't give it a tip, but they loved this country. They had a great trip here.
Yes, and they got a lot of a lot of bad press about it too.
They got a lot of flack. Yeah. They got a lot of flack. But
well, that's great when somebody can stand up to that who isn't Jewish.
Bon Jovi came here, Lionel Richie. A lot of stars have been coming over the summer, taking a lot of heat from that jerk, what's his name, Roger Waters, okay, who's the leading the anti-Zionist, anti-Semitic, group. Roger Waters just he sicks his dogs on them, and then they They deny him, and it's a big law.
I don't know who Roger Waters is.
Roger Waters, he's from Pink Floyd.
Oh, okay. Now I know you're talking about. All right, I read about him.
He's like one of the leaders.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not up in rock and roll like you are, youngin'.
Yeah, well.
Give me a break. All right. Now Steve is back there probably saying he didn't know about Roger Waters. Holy cow! What's wrong with him?
Wait, aren't you on isn't this like a rock and roll?
Yes. Now, does it seem like I got here for my collection of songs that I had published on rock and roll? Did you think that's how I got the gig here? I don't think really. that was it. No, never. Right? You don't remember or never? Never.
No, that didn't cross my mind.
No. Okay. Hey, comparing Israel policy to Nazis is anti-Semitic, according now to the U.S. State Department, who always used to compare Israel policies to Nazis. What the hell's going on?
Right.
Nice change.
I mean, we've seen under the Trump administration a huge turnaround in the State Department. I mean, the State Department, even when Israel was founded as a state in 1948, they didn't want to recognize the State of Israel. It was Harry Truman, President of the United States, that forced the State Department to recognize the State of Israel. So, look, the State Department has a lot of non-elected, they're unelected officials, so they don't worry about their job or what they do. So they just included now in the definition of anti-Semitism anyone who compares Israeli policies to Nazi policies, Nazi Germany, that's considered anti-Semitic, which of course we know just happened with the Congresswoman Rashid Tlaib from Michigan, who compared Israel's policies to boycotting Israel to boycotting Nazi Germany.
Yeah, as does Rashid Tlaib, you said, and Omar. Also Ilhan Omar and AOC.
So that makes, according to the State Department definition, that makes two U.S. Congresswomen anti-Semitic officially.
Now,
we didn't know that already.
Now, the New York Times, who was founded by Jews, by the way, who just yesterday dropped 20% in value Wednesday, has sympathy for Hamas, part of the Muslim Brotherhood. Can you comment how long that group has been killing Jews and their ancestors? I mean, in terms of the beginning of the Muslim Brotherhood, just give us a little brief history about that.
Well, first of all, the New York Times has, I don't know anybody that subscribes anymore. They've become so anti-Israel. But the Hamas, which is the terror group in the southern part of Israel, in Gaza, they are a spin-off of or related to the Muslim Brotherhood. The Muslim Brotherhood, of course, is it's about 100 years old. And it's very, very strong in Egypt. And of course, in the United States, there's a group called CAIR, C-A-I-R, which is I think it stands for the Committee for the Arab International Relations, I think, C-A-I-R, and they are like the fundraising arm, really, of the Muslim Brotherhood, which is, of course, connected to Hamas. So they're bad dudes. I mean, that's the bottom line, is these guys...
But they cooperated. They made a big deal out of cooperating with Hitler to kill Jews. The head of the Muslim Brotherhood had an apartment in Berlin. Am I wrong?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
no,
that's a big
wrong.
deal.
Amin al-Saidi, who was the leader here while Hitler was in power, there's photos of him meeting with Hitler.
Right. And he wanted to help Hitler kill Jews.
Yeah, I want to only tell you about that really, from my conversations with a lot of the Americans I'm in touch with, it didn't make the news this week, but yesterday they found a 19-year-old young Israeli. He was just entering the army, murdered here by a Palestinian terrorist.
Right.
And there's a major manhunt going on. Now, that really was not covered by the mainstream media in America. Now, had it been Israel had killed a Palestinian Arab terrorist, they would have condemned Israel. And this doesn't even make the news. This sweet 19-year-old boy gets murdered, and not even covered by the news in the United States.
No, I heard his grandfather was also killed by a terrorist a long time ago.
Correct. Yeah.
Is that right?
19 years ago, his grandfather was killed by a terrorist.
Amazing. Hey, by the way, Israel has announced that they're going to build 2,300 homes in Judea and Samaria. So The UN obviously is objecting, as is the EU. That's the European Union, to those in Branson. So what do you think about that?
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I'm not sure why we waited this long. We have a very favorable U.S. administration in the Trump administration. We have a right-wing government here in Israel, and I don't know why we waited this long. The truth is, I do know why they announced it now, but I'm not sure why they waited. They announced it now because we have elections September 17th. And Netanyahu and all his party, which is a big party, they're trying to get votes from the right wing here in Israel. Now, but it's long overdue. They should have announced this years ago when Trump came to power in 2016.
Does he get elected, Netanyahu?
Well, right now it looks like he has a very, very good chance.
Yeah.
But, as we saw in the U.S. elections in 2016, you cannot trust the polls.
Very good.
Polls have agendas, and,
we shall see. Hey, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find and contribute to you? Also, speak a little bit about what's going to happen in, is it December?
Yes, December.
8th,
Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're having our second annual The Israel Conference. It's going to be fantastic, and everyone's invited. You can go to our website if you want to sign up or see what it's about. The website is israelalliance.org, israelalliance.org, and you can reach me there, and you can get tickets. I know it's a couple-hour drive, or maybe more than that. It's could be 4-hour drive from Raleigh, but totally worth coming. We had a lot of people.
So is it Global Israel Alliance or just Israel Alliance?
The name is the Global Israel Alliance.
Okay.
It's on for the website. So I just called the website israelalliance.org.
Because even I'm confused now, So, and that's pretty easy to do, I guess.
And
right?
that takes a lot.
No, it's not that hard. Trust me. Hey, I thought the Red Foxes were a big deal around here now. Well, you've kind of persuaded me it's not a big deal. So, Rabbi, you know what? I know I tell you I fail a lot, but I failed in the octopus breeding business. There was too much groping, not enough sex. Ladies and gentlemen, Rabbi Moshe Rothchild calling all the way from Efrat, Israel, just to hear a bad joke. All right, which he'll be using in his act probably next week. Thank you so much, Rabbi. Have a Shabbat Shalom, and hi to your wife and the kiddies. Yonit. All right, thank you, pal. All right, that's the Rabbi from, and pretty soon we've got 10 o'clock. Let's see, we got Cheryl Chumley coming up. So what do you got for me, Stan? Okay, we're going to do a break right now, and if I don't hear a bit coming over there, I'm jumping over this table. All right? All right, so we're going to do a break. Call the show. We're giving away a great backwards MAGA hat and also a $35 McDonald's gift card. Call 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
Reality check number 31. New cars can go from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Why can't new car loans move like that? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We may look like typical bankers, but when it comes to car loans, we're downright speed demons. We approve loans in record time, so you can get that new baby on the road ASAP. And by the way, you really do look good in that new ride. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
Wow, Kathy, it's been another busy day here at Miller Glass.
Yes, it has, Marianne. What were some of the phone calls that you had today?
Glass tabletops, screen repairs, window replacements, someone broke their patio door mowing. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, and don't forget about the glass shower doors, screen rooms, and awnings that we do.
Miller Glass is like one-stop shopping for any type of glass that you might need.
And don't forget, our team has over 30 years of experience.
At Miller Glass, we install it all.
The Grand Mick Extreme Bacon Burger is one of McDonald's most popular burgers in Spain. To try one, you'd have to reprogram your GPS,
recalculate it,
go to the airport, leave your car, buy a plane ticket, land in Madrid, and go to McDonald's.
Bienvenido a McDonald's.
Or you could hang that next left and get to your neighborhood McDonald's now. Because for a limited time, the juicy Grand Mick Extreme Bacon Burger and other worldwide favorites are here. Around the world is now around the corner at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Moving, let's talk about Salem, Missouri and what we have to offer. We are located in the center of Missouri, center of the USA, with a great school system, college, beautiful country club. Rivers within 1 hour drive include Jack's Fork, Piney, Gasconade, Merrimack, and 2 state parks. If you're looking to enjoy life with recreation or just enjoy life, call VIP Properties, Pat Tackett Broker, 103 East 4th Street, Salem, Missouri, 573-729-7622.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
We really need to pray for every single person, every family, every neighbor, everybody that was impacted by the horrific violence over the past weekend in El Paso, Texas, in Dayton, Ohio. We also need to pray for everyone killed this weekend in Chicago, in Baltimore, in Detroit, cities you don't hear a lot about, just seeing, again, a terrible ongoing wave of brutality, murder, etc. People in the media, the mob, they're not talking about it because apparently, well, they can't bludgeon President Trump and blame him. These cities, sadly, have been run by the most compassionate, so they tell us, liberals for decades. The most violent cities, the most poverty in these cities. Innocent men, women, and children gunned down in cold blood. It's happening every day in every big city all across this country.
Well said. Hannity was all over it yesterday. Now, when he came on, they had just broken this story about the IG Michael Horowitz, who is the Inspector General for the... He was assigned by Barack Obama, so they should have no problem with this guy.
Right? Yeah.
But he's doing this huge report, and part of it was gotten out by Tom Fitton of Judicial Press or something like that.
Judicial Watch.
Yeah. So the big news was that they made Horowitz report released the 302 records of Bruce Orr. 302 records are recordings of meetings, written recordings of meetings, and showed how he and the Clinton campaign and the Obama DOJ had conspired to surveil the Trump campaign, and when that failed, the Trump transition, and then the Trump presidency. Okay, and so they've got some details. They're naming some folks in the Obama administration, and I mean, if a liberal says, "Oh, that's all crap," well, ask them. Obama didn't know about it, right? Well, you ask them, do you think Obama was competent? Yeah. And they're most likely to say, "Well, of course he was. He was the most competent." The most competent president we've ever had. I says, well, does the DOJ not work for the President of the United States? Is he in charge?
Right.
Yeah. How could he not know that something like this was going on? How could he not know? And watch the stunned looks on their faces.
Yep.
Okay, and I've done that a couple times, and
every time Tom Fitton comes out with a FOIA request, I mean, he has some very interesting stuff comes out.
But we're seeing there's some juice in this.
Yeah.
And this is just really the tip of the iceberg, because coming out later, see, Horowitz is limited. He's limited to people who are still with the DOJ.
Right.
I don't believe he has subpoena power other than current DOJ employees.
Right.
However, that's where John Durham, the U.S. attorney, comes in, who has been assigned by A.G. Barr. Now, I've seen where he's been all over the world. I don't think he's taking a cruise or a world tour, but all over the world this was taking place with people from Russia, people from Italy, people from Australia, people from England. Remember, Steele was a UK agent who worked for the FBI for a long time.
Right.
And this shows that even after the FBI fired him, he was still meeting with Bruce Orr. There's speculation now that he didn't write his own dossier, that this was based on a movie that took place years and years ago. It was adapted by what's the name of something Infusion GPS, Fusion GPS, which was the Hillary's research deal.
Right.
And they did the dossier, and guess who probably wrote it? Orr's wife, the fourth top guy in the Department of Justice, Nellie Orr, probably wrote it, because she wrote the one for Manafort.
That's
on Manafort.
Always a family thing anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's a family thing, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Better watch out, man. The rats are coming now, the rats. I tell you, they're all going to be rats. They're all ratting each other out right now. Losers tear others down to ease their own shame. Yeah, that's what we got here with the Democrats. The Democrats, they're just tearing everybody. Look at how they tear our president. Look how they treat our boy. What do they do to our boy? Look at all the damage they try to do to him, but he's a tough guy. You know what?
Yeah,
They don't take it. He gives it back.
You darn right.
And they don't know how to handle him.
No.
All right, so we're okay there. We don't have to forget about it, because he's going to make them want to forget about it. That's what he's going to do. All right, thank you for that little diversion there. I always appreciate that. And, before we have another interview, I want to get ahead a little bit on the breaks. So you call the show. We got a great MAGA hat. It's a backwards MAGA hat. You know what that does? You go in front of a Trump hater, and they see a backwards MAGA hat, and they're looking at it, and it confuses them because it's backwards. Unless you're looking at a mirror, you can't tell right away that it's a MAGA hat.
Right.
So why don't you confuse our enemies? We wearing this MAGA hat, okay? Call the show, 573-364-4433, and get it off your chest.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated. Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this?
If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Let the dogs out! Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
From apples to Xboxes, we fix it all. Call us today, A1 Tech. More than just computer repair. We'll fix your laptop, your desktop, and so much more. On site or mobile, from apples to Xboxes, we fix it all. Call us today, A1 Tech.
Call A1 Tech right now at 573-458-9175.
Have you ever gone to a car dealership where they tried to tack on a bunch of hidden fees to that low price? I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. You won't have to play 20 questions to look at our vehicles, and you won't have to worry about hidden fees either. We're your hometown dealer, and we'll do our absolute best to treat you right. Shop around and compare prices, but give us the opportunity to earn your business. Next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, come see us at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located on South Bishop and Rolla, next to Mandarin Gardens, or online at TaylorChryslerRolla.com.
When you're ready to find the best steak in Rolla, head over to Sidney's at 707 North Pine in downtown Rolla. All their steaks are aged 30 days and hand-cut to perfection. This weekend is Ribeye Weekend. Get a 16-ounce ribeye steak with Sidney's signature spice blend and 2 sides only $14.99. And choose Sidney's with over 100 different whiskeys, scotches, and bourbons, and over a dozen draft beers to complement the best steak around. Call 426-3707 for reservations. Lunch specials on Facebook. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 1:30 a.m. daily.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and other hate groups that are repugnant to everything we hold dear as Americans. We are a nation founded on the truth that all of us are created equal. We are equal in the eyes of our Creator. We are equal under the law, and we are equal under our Constitution. Those who spread violence in the name of bigotry strike at the very core of America. 2 days ago, a young American woman, Heather Heyer, was tragically killed. Her death fills us with grief, and we send her family our thoughts, our prayers, and our love.
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
Now, most of you, and I know I've got a caller, I'll get right with you, caller. Some of you are thinking, well, he just said that. No, he didn't say that. He said that over 2 years ago. That was Charlottesville. And how much can you decry the KKK and white nationalism than that? And yet, it's like he never said it. Like Biden says, he never said anything like that until now. Well, they're lying. They're lying. They know he did. They got research. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from, sir?
It's your buddy Adolf.
Hi, Adolf. How you doing, pal?
I'm doing good.
What's going on?
I got a couple of media questions for you.
Okay. Shoot. Wait, you can't say that these days. Okay,
yeah.
Deliver.
The first one is, you notice in Springfield there was a almost shooting in a Walmart.
Yes.
But a citizen with a gun stopped the man from killing. So there was no bloodshed, no media coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, local news covered it, but beyond that, not a peep out of any of the networks.
Hey,
because
listen.
the citizen was out there armed. And
Adolf, is that Cheryl?
Yep.
Listen, I left. I lost track of the time during my little bit there, and I have Cheryl Chumley on the line. Do you mind calling back after her interview?
Call back.
I know you had to
I'll
wait.
call back
I'm sorry. I hope you win the contest. All right. Thank you so much. And let's. Okay, go ahead. Hi there. I think I know who this is. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Dave. It's Cheryl Chumley.
Oh, great to have you. Sorry about the delay. Hit it, Stan.
Oh, no.
Oh, we got to do that. Stan, you going to sing along?
But committed no crime and bad mistakes. I've made a few. I've had my share of bad kicks in my face, but I've come through. I need to go on.
We are the champions. All right, nobody's joining in, so we're just going to go right into the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, Washington Times online editor, author, speaker, now Fox News contributor, Novak journalism fellow, and the best political analyst in the entire world, media goddess Cheryl Chumley. I didn't think it could get louder than last week. Man alive, I think that's coming from D.C. Hey, hi Cheryl, how you doing?
Good. That was some good singing, Dave. Thanks for that.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. What I do to get the guests here, you know. Hey, listen, can we trust our government? Now, you were on. Let's play the bit from the show first. We're going to play the bit from you and what's her name again? Okay, I know. No, don't tell me, because I know her. Shannon Bream, who I also know, by the way. Hit it.
So let's bring in the Washington Times online opinion editor, Cheryl Chumley, and journalist Andy Ngo. Welcome to you both.
Innocent lives that were lost. But we don't know that. And the thing is, in this country, and we need to come at all Second Amendment discussions from this premise. In this country, as American citizens, our rights to self-defense come from God, not government. So when the government comes along with plans and proposals and policy suggestions and so forth to restrict our access to those weapons, we need to make sure that there is just cause to do so, that the ends will indeed justify the means.
Now, Cheryl, these days, that's kind of the minority view, it seems to me. Why do you think you're right on this?
Well, I am right on this. I mean, our rights.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I want your reasoning. Okay.
Yeah, well, first off, I'm an American, and by birthright, my rights come from God, not government. That's how the founders framed it. Second off, the Constitution's Second Amendment doesn't contain any sort of opt-out for rights of carry based on the government's finding of an individual as mentally fit or unfit. And that's what these red flag laws are doing. And I stand in opposition to them because I think they're not only on shaky constitutional ground, but they're not going to accomplish what the supporters of these laws say they will. They're not going to stop violence. They're not going to stop gun shootings.
Isn't it true that places like Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, has the toughest gun laws on record, and yet the murders have been going on in the South Side since I was a teenager back in the 60s. And it hasn't stopped.
Baltimore, I mean, you can point to any gun-free zones. Schools around the nation are largely gun-free zones. You see the signs as you drive on to school grounds, and yet that doesn't stop school shootings. It's not even a debatable issue that disarming the legal gun owners just gives a wide entry point for the illegal gun owners who want to commit harm. It's common sense.
And some of us who are a little skeptical of things like this, including yourself, might think that, well, one side might be wanting this so that when they feel the time is right, they can go and confiscate guns under some false red flag. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, no, you're not wrong, because that's the history of other countries when they start doing gun control. It doesn't come with overnight grabs. It's not like police come storming to the houses of gun owners and grab their guns by force. What happens is it comes in little bits and pieces of so-called common sense legislation. And so when you hear your politicians start talking about common sense gun control, that should send a red flag up immediately, because what they mean is we're going to legislate bit by bit until the point where the Second Amendment is completely watered.
Would it not be clear that in future elections, if the Democrats have the power of the White House and all of Congress, maybe somewhat the Republicans, but I think they wouldn't do it. But I think the Democrats might take advantage of red flag laws to confiscate weapons of political enemies. Wouldn't you think that's possible?
See, that's you point to the problem right there. Well, one of the problems. For instance, right now, even if you agree with President Trump and Congressman Dan Crenshaw that red flag rules make common sense, you have to look ahead just a few years down the line. Republicans aren't always going to be the ones in control. Second Amendment supporters aren't always going to be the ones leading in our political circles. There will come a time where Democrats have the majority, and you have to wonder, where is that going to lead these red flag rules? Another question, which I didn't point out in my opinion piece or on Shannon Bream's show, I don't think, is what happens if, say, a husband is deemed mentally incompetent and he has to give up his guns? Does that mean the wife at home has to give hers up too? Or does it mean that she has to lock hers in a box? And if so, what if the husband gets a key and takes the guns out and shoots somebody? Does that mean the wife is legally liable? I mean, there's all these unanswered questions out there, and it all goes back to the lead question is who's to decide who's mentally competent or not?
You know, Cheryl, I don't know if you've been watching now, but I'm sure you've seen this. The mainstream media, especially MSNBC, has honored themselves by damning President Trump as the cause of mass murders and anything else that they think they can get traction with. How low are these people going to be able to go? Are they going to instigate a civil war here?
Well, I think that's their intent, because the more chaos that comes in the culture and among the people, the wider the door opens for government, big government, to come in and so-called calm it. And as we all know, it's the left that's in favor of big government. I was actually considering a column a few days ago about how the left has blood on its hands with these shootings that have been going on. And my logic was that it's the left that pushes things like God cannot be spoken on the public stage in this country, no prayer in schools, morals, there are no absolutes, there are no rights or wrongs. Morals as put forth by the Bible are old-fashioned, out of date. The left is the one that puts forth this confusing, chaotic type of culture, which opens the doors for angry youth to commit shootings. I mean, but I didn't want to write that column because I thought it was a little over the top, and yet now we have the left coming out and saying this about Trump and Trump supporters. It's despicable, Dave.
It's about time you got a little bit more over the top, Cheryl. I love what you do, but, let it all hang out, Cheryl. Come on. Come on.
I think I'm blunt enough.
No. You can always get blunter. Actually, you're the nice side of me, for God's sakes, Hey, as an editor of the Washington Times, what are your thoughts regarding the New York Times changing their headlines under political pressure from the likes of AOC?
Yeah,
and here was the first headline: Trump urges unity versus racism. And I guess he got a lot of heat for that. And so then it became he was assailing hate. He was assailing hate, but not guns.
Yeah, first off, I was surprised to see the headline from the New York Times in the first place. It seemed a little bit moderate that didn't come out attacking Trump. So it's probably, to me, less a surprise that the New York Times would actually change it to pressure. But this is ridiculous. One of the biggest newspapers in the United States, one of the largest circulation, and it is still highly esteemed in some circles, not in Republican or conservative circles, but largely on the left and in the moderate circles, to change a headline based on social media pressure. This is ridiculous. The New York Times could have taken a stand on this, but they didn't. They caved.
Does your paper ever do that? Do they give in to political pressure on headlines?
Yes, and I've been actually. Oh yeah, I had a headline that was changed. I don't know, months ago because of pressure from social media.
So you probably went out there and said, Dave Weinbaum has an average show, and everybody was protesting that, no, it's a really great show because you're on it, Cheryl, right? No, I'm dreaming there. Hey, what is your solution to mass shootings? What is it? What would you want? You obviously don't want less guns, but how do you want to position ourselves as being worthy of, not worthy of it, but basic common sense users of our own Constitution to protect ourselves?
Well, excuse me, let me give you three quick solutions. First, the long-term one is that we need to stop booting God from the public. I mean, this is all coming from evil. If we push God out, then what we're doing is we're pushing out the standard of good versus evil. Second, what we need to do, and this is the immediate, the very short term, I'm in favor of arming teachers. I'm in favor of expanding right to carry laws so that legal gun owners can carry into courthouses, can carry into federal buildings, into churches, into schools, and so forth. I think that would have an immediate effect on stopping those with illegal guns who want to come in and do mass shootings. And, one third idea, and this is, short-term to long-term, this is something that can be ongoing. One of the biggest problems with these shootings is they're fatherless homes. They're broken homes. So we need to start, first off, stop painting fatherhood in a negative light. And we need to do promoting of policies that enable families to stay together. We need to put more big brothers and big sisters organizations into inner city communities. Those used to be very standard. They used to be very common. And now the YMCAs, the big brothers, the big sisters, and so forth, they're not getting the funding they used to. And I think that's one immediate thing that we could do to show that we actually care about families, traditional families, and families led by fathers. I
know back about 30 years or 40 years ago, there was midnight basketball. And I wasn't all that against that because I thought it brought people in to get mentored, young men to get mentored by older men who could, take the place of fathers. And anything you could do to get somebody to have some discipline given to the children, I thought could help, but apparently I was wrong. Hey, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
At Washington Times, of course, at CK Chumley on Twitter, or on my website, CherylChumley.com.
Cheryl, I leave you with these words. Small Chinese lumberjack chopstick. Ladies and gentlemen, the best political analyst in the world, Cheryl Chumley. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Have a great weekend.
Hey, you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Always the best, isn't she?
Yeah.
Always the best. What you got for me there?
Starting this year, Toyota and Lexus luxury models will come with Amazon Alexa.
Alexa, turn on the AC.
Turning on AC.
Finally, a virtual assistant to help you navigate.
Alexa, where's the nearest gas station?
Nearest gas station in 1.5 miles.
And to help maintain your vehicle.
Alexa, order more brake pads.
Ordering new brake pads. Although maybe if you didn't stop so close to the car in front of you.
I left plenty of room.
You drive too aggressively.
If you were just quiet for 2 seconds.
She'll talk to you literally the entire time you're driving.
I think you should have turned back there.
I know where I'm going!
Hi. You know why I pulled you over?
No, officer, I have...
Because we were driving 72 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone.
Anything else I should know?
2 miles back, we rolled through a stop sign without coming to a complete stop. Also, there are illegal fireworks in the trunk.
Sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the car, please.
Amazon Alexa. You'll never get away from her.
All right. Attaboy, Stan. Stan the man. Now he's on top of his game. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Dave, Jim.
Hey, Jim. What's going on, my friend?
Hey, got to get in on the phone call with you today. That's a good thing. So we're started off on a good start.
Well, yeah. You got right in after an interview.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell. Did you see any of that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that something? I'll tell you what. And
well, why don't you tell my audience what happened? Because I haven't had a chance to tell them yet, I don't think.
Well, Twitter cut him off.
Why?
Totally. Because of the protesters out at his house. They were there all night screaming, hollering, "You're not going to get any rest. We're not going to let you get any sleep," because of the gun laws. They're wanting.
They also threatened to kill him.
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
but that's okay. They're liberals. They can do that. Dave.
So what did his campaign do? Campaign Twitter account do? They got him banned.
They shut him down.
Right, but because he put the video up of him getting threatened.
Yeah.
All right. But that video wasn't the cause of it. It was the fact that he was a conservative and one of the most powerful conservatives, other than the president. And you know, I'm beginning to believe. I believe that I'm not so sure about Facebook or the other ones. I don't think that Twitter gives a damn on whether or not they actually stay in business. They're willing to go to all measures to destroy conservatives, and that's a huge step what they did right there. And I'll be talking to somebody in about a half an hour that has been the most banned person in the world on social media, and that's Laura Loomer.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
She's neat. Anyway, Dave, that really bothered me. And on these Walmart things with guns and killings, I mean, God bless them people. I hope that they can survive this without any more problems to the members that have lost their family.
We need people to get more guns, is what we need. I mean, Israel does this. It works.
But honestly, I think if there had been one or two concealed carry people in there where it was legal, this wouldn't have happened. That's my honest opinion. I mean,
well, if they get to know that these gun-free zones are ridiculous, I mean, why don't you just invite them in? Send out invitation. Hey, we're gun-free.
That's right.
It's ridiculous.
That's right. So anyway, well, Dave, I got one more thing to say.
Yes, I know you do.
Thank you for taking my call. But
yes.
One thing about that judicial watch.
Yeah.
They always know what time it is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait a minute. See, I don't prepare for Jim, but I got to think of something. All right.
Yeah. You better hurry up. Buddy.
All right. How do you fillet a frog, Jim? How do you fillet a frog? You don't know how to fillet a frog, do you?
No, I just can't.
All right, I'm going to tell you. No. You don't step on my lines. This is how you fillet a frog, Stan and Jim and Lisa. Nobody else can listen. Ribbit. Stop me when you get this. Ribbit. All right, you got it.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for your joke.
You were talking about the fox a while ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're married to one. She's pretty.
I know. I know. And she,
later,
you know what she does
See you
sometimes?
See you, Jim.
I'll tell you another thing she does.
Wait.
She wiggles her butt. And I said, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm shaking my tail." And last night she starts flapping her arms. I said, "What the hell are you doing now?" So I'm flapping my wings. What did I marry here? I don't understand this. Anybody out there understand what I'm talking about? I don't get it myself, but okay, it's cute. Yeah, I know. Cute, honey.
You guys have a good one.
All right, thanks, Jim. All right, thanks. I appreciate it. And that is why I love doing radio right there. Guy trading a few jokes with me and some content, too. If you want to be, and by the way, we're giving away a backwards MAGA hat and a $35 McDonald's gift card.
Yeah.
So I was just, and you want to sponsor the show. My goodness, I was just looking at my sales at Melrose and McDonald's. Holy cow, am I up. I mean, big time in both businesses. And it's a thrill. And what do I do? I do a lot of radio advertising. Guess where?
Right here.
KKID 92.9. Call me at 573-578-2700. and make some big bucks like I'm making by just putting your stuff on the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right? Or you call Stan at 364-4433. All right?
That's right.
All right, so I'll call the show, and we'll talk a little politics. So you got anything for me?
Got a break.
All right, we're going to do a break right now. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
Wow, Marianne, it's been another busy day here at Miller Glass.
Yes, it has, Kathy. Our auto glass guys have been rocking.
Yes, they have. Rock chips, windshield replacements, and regulators.
Yeah, and don't forget that we also do headlight restoration and side view mirror replacements.
Remember, there is no job too big or too small for the Miller Glass Auto team.
And we also have mobile service.
At Miller Glass, we install it all.
If you've watched Storage Wars, you know how smelly and moldy your valuables can get. Daniel's climate-controlled units ends all that. It's like a spa for your stuff. Call Investment Realty at 364-4050 and reserve a unit for Daniel's climate-controlled and secure storage. That's 364-4050.
Moving, let's talk about Salem, Missouri and what we have to offer. We are located in the center of Missouri, center of the USA, with a great school system, college, beautiful country club. Rivers within 1 hour drive include Jack's Fork, Piney, Gasconade, Merrimack, and 2 state parks. If you're looking to enjoy life with recreation or just enjoy life, call VIP Properties, Pat Tackett, broker, 103 East 4th Street, Salem, Missouri, 573-729-7622.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Keep in mind that Donald Trump, as a factual matter, got a higher percentage of the Hispanic vote than Mitt Romney did. It turns out that not all Latinos believe in open borders. A lot of them don't. Some of them agree with Donald Trump on immigration. And yet the left is now telling you and demanding that you believe that anyone who supports Donald Trump is a white supremacist and must be destroyed. Now, they're telling you that for political reasons. This is election season, obviously, and they want more political power. But there are other reasons, too, that they're saying this. Ever wonder why rich people seem the most hysterical on the subject? Ever notice that it's the highest paid people on television who are the most determined to convince you that white supremacy is America's biggest problem? Why is that? Simple. Every minute you're angry about race is a minute you're not thinking about class, which, of course, is the real divide in this country. Working class people of all colors have a lot more in common, infinitely more in common with each other than they do with some overpaid MSNBC anchor. And if you were allowed to think about that for long enough, you might start to get unauthorized ideas about economics. And that would be disruptive to a very lucrative status quo.
And I'm going to get my fiery Latina, Cabrera, out there, Liz Cabrera, out there in the 21st District. They got all her Cuban and Latino friends together and get our soon-to-be-talked-to Laura Loomer into Congress where she can go one-on-one against people like Cortez and Ilhan and Rashid. Let's see how they handle her. They're scared to death of her. I know they are. I can see it. I can see it when she tried to interview them. Maxine Waters ran away from her, hid in an elevator, and had these thugs in front of her to put a barrier between her and Loomer. That's why they're scared of her. She is effective, and I think she'd make a great congresswoman. I don't just think that she's there to offset these people. This gal is smart, and I can't wait to see her questioning some of these people that these other people have. Well, they don't want to talk to them because, well, they're congressmen, they're fellow congressmen. And it happens in all forms of life. You hold back a little bit if you feel like you're close to them, or you feel like, that it wouldn't be nice to criticize them, even if it's against the good of the entire country. I know this. I've been through it. So call the show, 573-364-4433. And in a couple minutes, who do we got? We got Elad, coming up, who's a brilliant lawyer, and I always enjoy talking to him. So we've got McCabe and Strzok now have sued they are suing the DOJ because they claim they were fired illegally, and it's a delay tactic. It is like, what's coming down, and you're likely to get indicted. So therefore, what you do is you sue first. Yeah. And that's what that is about. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Adolf.
Good. All right, Adolf, you got about 4 minutes now till my next one. So go ahead, hit it, my friend.
Couple of quick questions.
Yes.
Regarding media, there is no mention of the fact that a civilian armed with a weapon saved a bunch of people at a Walmart.
Yeah. Well, I saw it. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw it. It probably wasn't on. I'm probably not watching MSM as regularly as you are, MSNBC.
No, it's KY3.
Okay.
Local news, but it never.
I saw it on Fox News this morning, and I thought it was a great thing. I mean, apparently the guy was there just to make a showing of being armed and all that stuff, but I think they did the right thing. You can't let a guy walk around like that with 100 rounds of ammo and not at least question him. So they did.
Probably if he did it at our Walmart, he might have got shot.
Well, I mean, that's the idea. Is you want people to be armed. All right,
that's it.
And gun sales. If you got money, invest into a gun company right away, because they're going to have a big push on guns. And with these red flag laws coming around, they might just do something now, because it sounds like the president's on board too. So that's not a good thing.
We'll see about that.
All right, you call Donald Trump, and you tell him to forget about it. All right, you tell him to forget about it.
You betcha I will.
This is Adolf from Waynesville. This is Mid America. We got tell him Dave Weinbaum got you elected, and he don't want no red flag laws. All right. Thanks.
The other thing about media is, if you think about it, how much money do these politicians collect for campaigns altogether?
Oh my God! It's got
to be in the billions.
Altogether, it's definitely billions.
Altogether.
Of course.
And who gets most of that money?
Well, that's a good question. I always wondered about that.
The media.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
But I got a bit.
Create more havoc.
Listen to the show.
Division.
Adolf, I got a bit coming up on with the great one, Mark Levin, on who these media really are.
Yeah.
All right. When you listen to that, you'll know. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, my friend. Hi to the lovely wife. And
Joanne's doing good.
Good. Say hi to Joanne.
She says hi. And is McDonald's going to do the Impossible Burgers too?
I don't know. I'll let you know.
I hope not. I want a hamburger. I want meat.
Oh, no. You're talking about without meat?
Yeah.
No, they better not. I'll be on them like white on rice. Anyways, can you say that?
I don't think so.
No, we're not going to do that.
I think that they call that racist.
What, white on rice?
Yeah, I think that's racist.
I'd be on there like white on rice.
There's also brown rice, there's yellow rice.
Why would that be wrong? Because it's exclusive of the other yellow rice, brown rice?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there it is.
Yep.
I'm a racist now.
Thanks,
all right. Thanks for trapping me like that. Adolf, you trapped me.
Hey, no problem.
Thanks, buddy. All right. We're going to play the song in anticipation of Mr. Elad Hakim. So if you got that, Stan, why don't you hit it when you get a chance? And don't forget whatever it is we do with that, hit it.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, powerhouse South Florida lawyer, pundit on politics and law for the Epoch Times, Daily Caller, American Thinker, and the Federalist, and many more, and the Perry Mason to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Elad Hakim. Man, that was from the Keys in Florida there. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. How you doing?
Thanks. I'm great. How are you guys?
I kind of guessed it was you. So good.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how'd you know?
Psychic.
In other words, I didn't.
I was going to be a psychic, but there's no future in it. Tulsi Gabbard accuses Kamala Harris of of jailing a bunch of blacks for marijuana crimes, and she was up there laughing about it on some radio show about how she smoked marijuana, and her black support went from 27% down to 1%. Now let me ask you this: what the hell's wrong with the 1%? Why are they still with her?
Why is anyone with her?
I don't know. She was very popular there for a while. She was one of the top 4.
Yeah, I mean, she actually has a chance, at least before, these numbers that you cited came out.
Yeah.
To be the potential nominee. So, but it's hard to tell. Honestly, it's hard to tell who's going to come out from all those people.
I mean, do you see anybody that stands out? They're all like, they're all so similar. They're like midgets.
Yeah, they are kind of similar, and there's no real superstar. So I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. You heard, Joe Biden, every time he has a chance, he says something, puts his foot in his mouth.
Did you hear what he said yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
About
stand for the truth, not the facts. Stand for the truth, not the facts. Now think about that for a moment. You got a great legal mind. What's wrong with that statement?
Oh well, it's kind of counterproductive,
isn't it? Kind of thing, I mean, that's kind of stuff you use in stand-up comedy.
He's got bigger. He just made a comment that some are considering racist about was it about white kids and
poor kids can be just as smart as rich white kids, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, every time that Biden has a chance to kind of help himself, he hurts himself.
Yeah.
And for a while, I thought he was kind of senile when he was even with Obama. Just some of the things that he was saying.
He's been senile since the age of 8.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure he has the mental capacity to make it through a tough, campaign, especially against Trump. I mean, Trump is gloves off.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, but I don't know who's going to come out of their side. They don't have any superstars.
Now, Obama, the prophet, he was debased in the last Democratic debates. How could such a thing happen? He is the idol of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, isn't that funny the way that happens? Isn't that funny the way the one seemingly untouchable idol is now thrown out of the bus?
Can you imagine how ticked off he is? I kind of love it myself.
With his ego, he's, some would even call him narcissistic. Yeah, he's probably not so happy. He's not so happy with that. But Look, that's politics for you, right?
Yep.
I mean, you do what you got to do in order to get the numbers that you need.
Now, Kavanaugh, Trump, and their families and their employees are still under investigation. And now Nadler is going to start the impeachment process. How is this going to play out?
Well, they're going to have to file articles of impeachment. You know, the reason, by the way, that they're saying that the impeachment process is underway, part of it has to do with the grand jury issue, and whether they're entitled to grand jury documents, because you have to be at least pursuing impeachment in some way in order to have access to those.
Yeah.
And if they say that they're in the process, then at least some courts have held that, yeah, even if there haven't been articles of impeachment, you're still kind of in the process if the House is investigating.
Well, weren't these grand juries under the Mueller investigation, and they are by law prohibited from revealing what was in those?
They are prohibited, but there are exceptions, one of which is if you are initiating impeachment. And the question is, okay, well, what does that mean exactly? Does it mean that articles of impeachment have to be filed? And there's case law saying that that's not necessarily what it means. So if you are in the impeachment kind of process, meaning that, hey, if the House is investigating for purposes of initiating articles of impeachment, that could be construed as one exception allowing for grand jury testimony.
So they're just going to all redo they're going to do the Mueller case, and then the Mueller. They're going to do the Mueller investigation.
There wasn't that much that was actually redacted. What they say, like 10%.
Yeah, not at all.
I don't think it was that much.
Right.
So, I don't know what's going to happen. Eventually, they're going to have to. It's kind of put up or shut up. I can't believe they're still requesting stuff on Kavanaugh.
They're doing Kavanaugh. They're harassing Ivanka and Jared now. They want to subpoena them, and they're subpoenaing this gal named Hicks, who was the communications director, and they want Kellyanne Conway. I mean, this has got to be legislated against, because of their political attacks on people who work for the opposition party. That's all it is. You know it, and I know.
Well, it's unfortunate, but unfortunately, I hear you. I mean, it's difficult because, and I wrote a piece about this a while ago about how there has to be some sort of way of nibbing this in the bud before it gets out of hand. For example, if this is all political in nature and it's politically motivated, there has to be a way of stopping this before all this money is spent and all the harassment. But unfortunately, there's no real way to do that. I mean, it'd be nice, for example, if the House wanted to initiate impeachment or pass articles of impeachment, and they were really based on nothing. It'd be nice if we were able to stop that before an actual trial had to take place in the Senate, and all this money is spent.
Well, I think loser pays is maybe a concept that ought to go into this. Loser pays. These guys ought to cough up whatever the cost is if they lose the cases. And these are absolutely total losers. You know it. I know it. Everybody in America knows it. They know it. They're just doing it to harass people. It's got to stop.
Pays out of where?
Yeah. Take it out of their salaries. If they're going to push this crap through Congress, and they're so sure about these people being illegal or impeachable or whatever, let them put their money where their mouth is, and not our money where their mouth is.
Ooh, well, let me...
Write a column on that, my friend.
So let me know if you can get that passed.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about ideal things happening. You just can't let these people run over our elected officials like that, knowing that it's just going to break them. It's just going to break all these poor guys in the campaigns and things like that. This is not the way to run things, in my opinion, all right? I mean, think about it for a while. You'll write a really good column on it, and you'll get a law passed. Not, but it's the opinion of a citizen here. Hey, by the way, California Governor Devin Newsom signed a bill requiring 5 years of tax returns from people running for president in the primaries in California. Where is this in the Constitution?
It's not. I mean, it's most likely going to be deemed unconstitutional, primarily because of the qualifications clause in Article 2, which basically, the Constitution sets forth the requirements that somebody has to have in order to run for president. Also, I think Article 1 is for Congress. And the argument is, well, there's many arguments that they're utilizing to contest the law. But one of the main arguments is, hey, it violates the qualifications clause. You can't add additional qualifications. And if, in the past, if the courts have done it revolved around whether they were procedural in nature. So, for example, when you can hold, if the state wanted to pass something as to when you could hold it or how often or something procedural in nature, that was deemed okay. Yeah. But if it's substantive in nature, it's deemed to be outside of the parameters of what they can do.
And yet, another political prank that the taxpayers are paying for that irresponsibly is being put out there and by a governor of a state. And that's what I'm talking about.
A Democrat, a former Democrat, rejected it in California. He wasn't going to go along with a similar law that was proposed in the past. And this one is clearly, it's clearly political because of just what's been happening with the tax, the request for taxes and Trump's refusal to turn them over.
All right, I'm running out of time. I got a hard rush on another interview at 9:45 or 10:45. One more question: should Congress punish the Castro brothers?
Should they? I think so. At least the one that
will they?
The information. Are they going to? No way.
Okay.
They're not going to because it's up to the House to do it, and the House is Democrat controlled.
Why can't the Senate do it? Why the Senate has hearings too?
Yeah, but this is a congressman.
Okay.
So a House punishes the members of Congress or the congressman, and
excellent point.
The Senate for any senators. So. No, they're not going to do anything.
All right. Other than Dave Weinbaum,
with Talib or Omar or whatever it was.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. It was you can't say hateful things about anybody.
Yeah,
there.
The problem is no one knows what hate means anymore.
That's exactly right. Hey, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
They can find me on Facebook at Thoughtfully Conservative. Please join into the conversation there, and on Twitter at ThoughtfulGOP. And then, obviously, Elad Hakim, PA, with any legal questions that you may have.
Elad, I tried to be unique, but you beat me to it. Ladies and gentlemen, Elad Hakim, Shabbat Shalom, my friend. I'll be talking to your wife later, and I got Laura Loomer on my line here. Hold on. All right, thank you so much.
Hey, I wish Laura good luck against.
I will. Hey, by the way, are you in the 21st? Are you in the 21st district?
I'm in Frankel's district, so I'm Laura's representing our district up here. And,
okay, I want you to help her out. You understand me?
It's going to be a tough fight.
I know. I want you to help her out.
A lot of support.
Okay, and I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to talk to her right now. I don't know what the heck she's calling me on my phone for. All right, hold on.
All right, thanks a lot.
Have a good weekend, guys. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, Shabbat Shalom. I don't know what she's doing now. Now she got off.
I am for open immigration, but that sign we have in the front of the Statue of Liberty, give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses. Can't we just say, hey, the door's open, we'll take whoever you got? Do we have to specify the wretched refuse? Why don't we just say, give us the unhappy, the sad, the slow, the ugly, people that can't drive, if they have trouble merging, if they can't stay in their lane, if they don't signal, can't parallel park, if they're sneezing, if they're stuffed up, if they're clogs, if they have bad penmanship, don't return calls, if they have dandruff. food between their teeth, if they have bad credit, if they have no credit. Mr. Spot Shaving. In other words, any dysfunctional, defective slob that you can somehow cattle prod onto a wagon, send them over. We want it.
All right. We got the music back. I feel like the Cinderella Man when they got their lights turned back on, you know? All right, ladies and gentlemen, investigative conservative reporter, the most banned woman in history, and the bravest person I know, and now the congressional candidate from the 21st District of Florida, the Lois Lane to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Laura, the newest congresswoman, Loomer. And that's from the Cuban community down there. They were all applauding you. Hi there, welcome to the show. What should I call you now?
Thanks for having me.
What should I call you? Should I call you Miss Congresswoman or what?
Soon. Yeah, soon you'll be calling me
Congresswoman. I can't wait. And by the way, my last caller was a lawyer in Boca Raton, and his wife will be calling me soon. They want you out there. His name is Elad Hakim. Have you heard of him?
I have not met him before, but I'm looking forward to getting a call.
Well, I'm going to get you the Latino vote. You go out, and he's going to get you the Jewish vote there, okay?
Wonderful.
All right, and they're good people, and they like you. I don't know why, but they like you. Anyways, I like you. You're okay. You're okay.
You can look him up on Facebook at Thoughtfully Conservative.
Yeah, hook up with him.
I don't have a Facebook.
That's right.
Oh, Stan!
Oh, sorry about that, Laura.
Like I said, she is the most
sensitive
person.
I know.
And you know what? I plastered your picture all over the. I don't know if Facebook knows what to do or Twitter at this point, because your picture is all over Twitter for me and on Facebook, and I expected them to do something. That's why I played your song today. I don't hear any problems. Do you? Yet, I'm sure it's going to happen, but I don't think they know how to handle you now that you're running.
Well, it was interesting because it's only been 1 week since I officially filed, and I filed last Friday. And as soon as I filed, it became the #1 trending story on Twitter, and I don't even have a Twitter account.
Yes.
And then on Monday, I officially announced. Right, I sent out an email officially announcing my candidacy for Congress in Florida's 21st congressional district. And the very next day, so 24 hours after I announced, Twitter changed their policy for candidates. And they used to have a policy that said that if you are running for office, you will get a Twitter account and you will have a verified account. Well, they changed it, right? Because they had to have this new Laura Loomer policy. And so now they're saying that you can only have a verified account if you win the primary. Well, Florida happens to have one of the latest primaries in the country, with the general election being next November and the primary being next August.
Just put it in the lawsuit. Put it in the lawsuit. That is evidence of a conspiracy now to affect an election. They're not just messing with you. They're messing with the Constitution of the United States and our elections. So I think that's just, tell the lawyer and see what he's going to do about it, because I'm pretty sure he's got some ideas. Isn't that evidence of conspiracy not to get you elected?
Well, all I have to say is that the Democrats have been trying to convince the country for the past 3 years now, 3.5 years, that there is some conspiracy regarding Russian interference. But, the Russians have nothing on the big tech social media companies and the Democrats, who have actually been colluding in a very real conspiracy to silence and censor conservative voices and steal the 2020 presidential election.
Oh, yeah.
And look, it's not even up for debate, right?
No.
If you watch the Project Veritas exposés and you watch the videos of the Google executives caught on camera the day after the election, and you listen to the interviews from the recent whistleblowers from these tech companies who are coming out on the record, they've all been saying, and they've all been caught saying, that they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that President Donald Trump doesn't win again in 2020, And they were caught admitting on camera that they censor and shadow ban conservatives.
And because of Project Veritas, James O'Keefe, and the person that you trained under to be a reporter, because of that, the president is coming out now and talking about doing something about the bias in Google and possibly other venues like Twitter. I mean, look what they did to Mitch. Look what they did to Mitch McConnell.
Right, exactly. And so first, it began with me, and now they're shutting down Mitch McConnell. And so if they can shut down Mitch McConnell, they can shut down you. And that's why I'm running for Congress, or at least one of the main reasons why I'm running for Congress, is because here I am, right? I had millions of followers on social media, and I have been totally marginalized and deplatformed and shut down and silenced. My civil rights have been violated. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just a free speech issue, it's a civil rights issue. And I want to be in Congress, and I will be in Congress, because I want to make sure that what has happened to me doesn't happen to any other American. It is unacceptable that in the United States of America, where we have constitutional protections for freedom of expression and free speech, that people are being targeted and they're being financially blacklisted, and they're having their banks shut them down, and payment processors, and that media companies and tech companies are inciting violence and death threats against everyday Americans and conservatives who support President Donald Trump.
Right.
This is a very serious issue.
And they get away with it, too. I was just telling my last caller, he's a lawyer, I says, they got to do something, because now they're impeaching Trump. They know it's a phony thing. It's going to cost their family a lot of money. It's going to cost everybody with the campaign, a lot of not rich people. It's going to cost them their living. In other words, they are using their power to eliminate the opposition financially by harassing them. Yep. And there ought to be a law that, if this is a phony thing, then you ought to pay for it out of your pocket, not the taxpayer's pocket. You're not getting a taxpayer-funded thing to torture people who are innocent.
Well, yeah, the Democrats, along with big tech, are behaving like thugs, okay? They're behaving like thugs. And they're using their power and abusing their power to intimidate, harass, and threaten everyday Americans. And if it can happen to me, right, and no one's doing anything, when I have the contact information for members of Congress, I have the contact information for members of the media, I know people, on Capitol Hill. If no one is going to help me, how is the everyday American supposed to get help, right? How are they supposed to get help?
Exactly.
And when this happened to me, I contacted my representative, Lois Frankel.
Yeah.
Here in Florida.
When she stopped laughing, what did she tell you?
She didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a reply from her office.
There you go.
And so I'm running to be a voice for the people here in Florida's District 21, and I will be their megaphone in Congress. When I'm in Congress, I'm going to hold big tech accountable.
This is kind of a personal question. Do you ever get the feeling that you've been the canary in the coal mine for social media? That you're kind of out there and you've been punished for it, and that now and the world knows how this happens, and now it's happening to people like Mitch McConnell, and things like that, and even the president has had some shadow banning done. Do you ever get the feeling that you were the person that really brought this to the front?
Well, I don't get the feeling, because I know for a fact I'm the person who brought it to the forefront. Look, I invented the Stop the Bias movement. The President of the United States is using my hashtag. People are using my hashtag Stop the Bias to raise awareness about this issue. And I'm proud of that. And now I have advanced this cause of social media censorship of conservative voices into the mainstream media. And I did it when I had access to my accounts as well. If you recall, I confronted Jack Dorsey when he was testifying to Congress about social media, when he perjured himself and lied and said that they weren't censoring people. People mocked me, right?
Yep.
People mocked me, and even Republicans, right? It was Billy Long, a Republican, who tried to auction me off.
I was just thinking about him.
Cattle.
Yes.
Then, he's your representative, I believe.
No. Wait a minute now. he's in Springfield, Missouri. It's about 2 hours away from us.
Hey, you own it. You own it,
Yeah, wait. No, just because I'm in Missouri. Wait a minute. No, that's is that racist? That's anti-Semitic. I'm Jewish, All right, it's just funny because she's Jewish.
So look, and then And then I handcuffed myself to Twitter, and it trended number one, even though I wasn't even on Twitter.
How many times?
And
how many times have you trended number one on Twitter since you've been banned?
About 4, I believe.
Okay, that's got to be some kind of a record. Okay, that's got to be a world record. You got to go to the world record people. Who are they?
Guinness.
I know.
I'm serious. I mean, the most highest trending person that's been banned by Twitter. Yes.
This is a serious issue, and now people are finally paying attention because it's happening to very powerful, safe zone conservatives.
Mitch McConnell, the most powerful Republican in the Senate. I mean, one of the most powerful people in the United States. He gets docked. He gets banned, and yet Hamas, the arm of the Muslim Brotherhood. They still have an account on Twitter.
I'm glad that you described what Hamas is in case Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is listening, because it's not the dip that you dip your pita bread in. Okay, we just want to make that very clear in case she's listening.
Oh,
okay?
no, that's
in case
funny.
She's listening.
I don't care who you are.
But look,
funny.
This is the basis of my lawsuit against Twitter and CARE, because as you know, the Council on American Islamic Relations, which is Hamas, the Muslim Brotherhood, they lobbied Twitter to ban me. Twitter took meetings with these people.
Yeah.
Okay, Twitter is meeting with Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood and giving them accounts to carry out their terror against Jews and Christians.
Right.
And they're banning conservatives.
There you go.
So, look, I'm very happy to see Don Jr. today tweeting about that as well.
Yeah.
I'm also very happy to see the NRCC take a stand and say that they are going to stand with conservatives against bias, and they are going to stop paying for advertisements on Twitter as a form of a financial boycott. But I'm also afraid it might be a little too late. Look, I love the fact that they're taking the stand that they are. I think it's wonderful. But look, let's be honest, right? People really should have been paying attention to this about 2 years ago when people like myself and others were really blowing the whistle about how bad this was going to be. We warned that they were going to try to steal the election, the Democrats in collusion with Dorsey and Zuckerberg going into 2020. And we're about 15 months away from the general election, and they're already trying to shut down one of the most powerful politicians in our country.
It's never too late. Never give up, never let up, and you'll never let your country down. Now, where can people find and contribute to you?
Well, I won't give up, and it's going to be a great day when I win and I am elected to Congress, and I will be. People can go to my campaign website, LauraLoomer4Congress.com, and you can make a donation there, and you can sign up to receive the Loomer letter and get updates about my campaign. It's going to be wonderful, and if you're interested in supporting or even volunteering for my campaign, just go to my website and fill out the contact form.
All right, and I'll tell you what, if you get elected, I'll be there for the swearing in, me and my wife, Lisa, and I'm very proud of what you're doing. I think this is great. And remember this, a woman with many hats has no time to hang her head. Laura Loomer, everybody, the next Congresswoman from the 21st District of Florida. Thank you so much for being a star on the Dave Weinbaum Show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
My pleasure. All right, thanks a lot. Okay. And
we were talking about AOC. Did you hear that AOC joke that said they asked her how to spell orange, and she goes, the fruit or the color? I thought that was fun.
Let's try a break. I know it's a little bit late. Just answer the phone for DeAnna. I didn't even have time to locate her. So go ahead and call the show when you get a chance, 573-364-4433, and get it off your chest.
KKID Salem Rolla.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Cox Brothers Service Company, located in St. James, is there when you need them. Cox Brothers staff is focused on delivering professional restaurant and refrigeration equipment, services, and installation to the local service areas and beyond. Keep your business running right with the professionals at Cox Brothers Service Company. Give them a call at 573-368-4083. And as always, they thank you for your continued support and patronage.
Wow, Kathy, it's been another busy day here at Miller Glass.
Yes, it has, Marianne. What were some of the phone calls that you had today?
Glass tabletops, screen repairs, window replacements, someone broke their patio door mowing. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, and don't forget about the glass shower doors, screen rooms, and awnings that we do.
Miller Glass is like one-stop shopping for any type of glass that you might need.
And don't forget, our team has over 30 years of experience.
At Miller Glass, we install it all.
The Grand McExtreme Bacon Burger is one of McDonald's most popular burgers in Spain. To try one, you'd have to reprogram your GPS,
recalculate it,
go to the airport, leave your car, buy a plane ticket, land in Madrid, and go to McDonald's.
Bienvenida a McDonald's.
Or you could hang that next left and get to your neighborhood McDonald's now. Because for a limited time, the juicy Grand McExtreme Bacon Burger and other worldwide favorites are here. Around the world is now around the corner at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Warning, this is Microsoft. Your computer has been hacked, and you need to call the number displayed immediately.
Warning, do not call that number. This is a scam. Call A1 Tech of Rolla, LLC at 573-458-9175. If you have given these people access to your computer, or worse, your money, your computer is now compromised. A1 Tech is available both mobile and on-site to take care of all your tech needs, and was recently voted the best computer repair service in Phelps County. Call 573-458-9175.
Sydney's would like to thank all the hardworking people and businesses in downtown Rolla. The vision and investment of the downtown business owners is amazing, but the employees of the businesses are the real stars of downtown. They've created a wonderful atmosphere and provide service that's second to none. Businesses supporting other businesses. Sydney's wants to show their appreciation to everyone who's made downtown a great place to relax and invite everyone to visit downtown Rolla and enjoy the best food, drinks, shopping, and people in Missouri. Sydney's, 707 North Pine, downtown Rolla.
95 years of serving families in the Rolla community. This is Rick Miller at Null & Son Funeral Home. For a business to be successful for 95 years takes hard work, determination, respect, and compassion for the community and the families we serve. This year, Null & Son Funeral Home proudly celebrates our 95th anniversary. 95 years of providing the finest funeral service, always at an affordable cost. It has been our honor to serve your family.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
I want the American people to understand why these so-called journalists sound like Democrats, because they are. Why these so-called journalists push the progressive agenda, because they do. Take a listen to this, and this is publicly sourced to The Atlantic, among other places. The Time Magazine managing editor Rick Stengel, he moved to the Obama administration. Douglas France, New York Times and Los Angeles Times reporter, he moved to the Obama administration. Boston Globe online politics editor Glenn Johnson, he moved to the Obama administration. Washington Post writer Stephen Barr, he moved to the Obama administration. Washington Post congressional reporter Shaylee Murray, she moved to the Obama administration. Rosa Brooks was a columnist for the LA Times. She moved into the Obama administration. Washington Post, Desson Thompson, he or she moved into the Obama administration. Roberta Baskin, CBS News, she moved into the Obama administration.
And there were about 24 others.
Yeah.
You wonder why the mainstream media is like it is? Because they all went back and got jobs in the mainstream media. You know? And now they're the opposition political party to Donald Trump, and they're not fair. All right. Now, what's fair is that Laura Loomer is running, and I ran a little late with her, but I wanted, we're running late on some of the advertising that we have to do, but we got another great congressional candidate, back-to-back congressional candidates on the Dave Weinbaum Show. How about that? All right, because DeAnna Lorraine will be on in a couple minutes, and isn't that terrific? All right, why don't we go ahead and play her song?
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match.
Come on, everybody.
Find me
Lisa?
a find. Catch me a
catch. Wag your tail.
Matchmaker, matchmaker,
there you
look
go.
through your book and make me a perfect match.
Like me and Lisa.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
How about that?
That's it.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be
the envy of all I see.
Or Papa, make him a scholar. Or Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
Oh man, that's a good song.
All right, she'll be calling any second now, and I thank her for the delay because I don't remember ever having to do this. I'm squeezing 6 interviews in today because now Laura Loomer has campaign aides.
Yeah.
And you got to go through them to get an appointment. I know this happens because I've done it with Rodney Davis, and with our congressman out here, Jason Smith.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they have people you got to go through, and then it becomes mixed up because I was always signing Laura Loomer up by messaging her. So and boy, does she sound like she's. I mean, she sounds great.
She's on fire.
She's on fire. I tell you, she's up. She's feeling it, and she's got. There's something going on with social media because I took a chance and put her picture out there. This is a woman hated by Facebook, all right?
Right.
And it's all false, mind you.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And the only reason they hate her, she's effective.
That's right.
She affected that election in Florida.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't know. She was also all over Ilhan Omar.
Yeah.
And Rashid Tlaib, Michigan.
Are they going to do anything about that?
Minnesota. I don't know. You tell me. Where is the Congress at?
Yeah.
Why are we allowing?
They're on recess, aren't
probably. They? Yeah, they're always on recess. They're recess whether they're there or not.
That's the truth.
Okay, when it comes to dealing with their own, and I believe I know who this is. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is DeAnna Lorraine, and I'm calling from L.A.
Woo-hoo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we already played your song, and I'm so sorry I had a delay.
That's okay.
Now that, when am I going to have to deal with your people now that you're running for Congress? When am I going to go through your communications director?
Oh, was that Laura Loomer?
Yeah, because now I had to go through her communications. You know she's running, right?
Yeah, I know.
Florida. You two in Congress. Oh my God, would that be amazing?
That would be awesome.
And I promise, if you get elected, just like with Laura Loomer, Lisa and I will be out there, and we'll be in there for your swearing in. Okay?
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I call it's the new school of Congress. It's people that people are tired of the same old politicians. This is a time where people maybe don't have political experience, hard political experience, but they are concerned and passionate Americans. They're real Americans. They've been on the ground. They've been living as a citizen, not in a private, walled, gated community. And we know what's really going on with real Americans. And these are the people that we really should be electing into Congress.
You're right. Now, let me introduce you, because not everybody knows you, This woman is passionate about making love great again. She's a star of TV, radio, and blogs, and she's running for Congress against Nancy Pelosi, and she is the matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show, DeAnna Lorraine. We actually have a remote stadium out there in California, so that's where we're getting the feed from that audience there. I think they know you.
Yes.
Yes. How about that? Hey, Is there a white male nationalist problem in the United States of America?
Yeah, there is no white male nationalist problem, but there is a masculinity problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a lot of people think that this is, the product of toxic masculinity.
Right.
That the shootings, the mass shootings, the reasons why there's mass shootings is because of toxic masculinity. You guys hear that, right?
Right.
There's even, there's magazine articles that say that. But I beg to differ. The reason for the mass shootings, a main reason, is actually the lack of masculinity and strong father figures and male role models.
Right. A lot of people are saying that boys that grow up without fathers or are taught that they shouldn't act like men, that they should be somehow mauled and all that other stuff and not participate in sports, those are the ones that are at risk because they don't know how to use their masculinity. Nobody's teaching them. Nobody's teaching them right and wrong, and they get isolated and they get mad, and then they find a way to fight back. It's wrong, but
grow up without it is, and we have a crisis of broken homes and fatherless homes right now. 1 out of every 3 kids grow up without a father, and it's already been proven. And I talk about this in my book, Make Love Great Again. Boys who grow up without a regularly engaged father are much more likely to have mental and behavioral problems. 85% of children who show behavior and mental disorders come from fatherless homes. B, they tend to have low self-esteem and confidence issues. C, 75% of people that are addicted to drugs, especially psychiatric drugs, are from fatherless homes. Mm-hmm. Is this starting to sound familiar? Nearly every mass shooter was hyped up on psychotropic drugs. And they tend to have anger problems, right? So all of the mass shooters tend to have these exact same issues. Anger problems, also feeling apathetic to the world, checking out of society, addicted to psychiatric drugs. And a lot of them did not have fathers. So, when we talk about toxic masculinity, that is a symptom. That is the outcome. What the problem is actually a lack of real masculinity and role models and fathers that are guiding these boys to be a healthy, contributing member of society. Instead, they're becoming, a derelict, basically, and they're checking out of society. And that's where we really need to look at. It's not about it's not about the problem is men. When are we going to start asking what is going on with our men?
Hey, does being against illegal immigration make you a racist? Does it make you anti-Latino or anyone else that's coming over the border? It seems like that you're labeled like that. Does it make you a racist, being anti-illegal immigration?
No, it does not make you a racist. It makes you someone that has common sense. And someone that's protective of your family. I mean, this is our American family, our brothers and sisters in the American family. And when in your own immediate family, you want to be protective and make sure that they're safe. You wouldn't just allow some outsider on the street, some homeless guy that you don't know, come in at midnight or while your kids are sleeping, come in, leave the doors unlocked, and just have him make himself at home. So why would we do the same thing with our borders? It's the exact same thing, and it's just disgusting.
Doesn't that include a lot of Latinos that are citizens? Aren't they anti-illegal immigration?
Well, you would think that the Latinos that are citizens would be very against it, and most of them actually are. If you really talk to them, that's why Trump's approval rating has increased with them.
I hear he's in the mid to upper 30s already with Latinos, and maybe about
I think 39%.
About 30% with blacks. This is unheard of. What are the Democrats going to do without this base of people that obeyed them all these years?
I don't know what they're going to do, but they are definitely struggling because they've been living on this race baiting. They've been living on thriving on pinning crimes on white nationalists and getting people to turn against white people. So when they no longer have that, they really have nothing.
So here's another Hollywood buddy of yours, Rosanna Arquette, who's very, very upset with herself for being born white.
I saw that.
Not right, but white. I mean, do you understand this level of pandering? What's wrong with this? I mean,
No, I think
were you sorry for being born Sicilian?
No, not at all. I'm proud of it.
There you go. All right. So explain what the hell's going on.
This is what they do, though. They're trying to turn against the white man, the white person.
But why are we agreeing to this? Why are we saying? And you got people out there like O'Rourke saying, "Yeah, it's terrible. I was born a white man. It's a horrible thing."
And Tucker Carlson is not apologizing for it, which is why I love him.
No, and by the way, I'm a lot tanner than most white men, so I was born like a Semitic. What are you looking at me like that for? My wife is looking at me like that, saying, how brown is he? I'm pretty brown, yes. Yes.
What do you think about Tucker Carlson?
I like Tucker Carlson. I do. I've met him, and he seems like a nice guy, a reasonable guy. I might not agree with everything he says, but I think his mind is in the right place. What do you think?
I love him. I think it's great, and I think that he's such a threat because he really does tell the truth. And he's a critic of Trump, but not, but also a supporter too. He's just not like a cheerleader as far as like Sean Hannity goes, but he can critique him in a healthy way.
In fact, I got 5 bits on. I got 5 bits of his on my show.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, guess what? He's a great person, and they're finding him a threat because I think he has the #1 show out of all shows.
Really?
MSNBC, Fox. Yes, he is #1.
Even Hannity?
And Fox. I believe he's #1. Let me double check that for you. And Fox is #1. But I'm getting a little bit upset with Fox too, to be honest with you, because it just seems like they're bringing more leftists on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We already have enough leftists.
Donna Brazil.
Right.
I'll give you an example. I think I was at a meeting in D.C. for McDonald's Political Action Committee, and I had said some things to, I think it was Josh Ernst and Karl Rove the previous time I was there. It's every 2-year thing. And this year they wouldn't let me talk. This year you had to submit questions because they had Donna Brazil up there with Karl Rove. And I think, I really believe that the McDonald's executives didn't want me saying anything. They're going to hear from me about that too, by the way. So
yes.
That's BS.
I hate Donna Brazil.
You hate her? Why? I think she's a fraud, but
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think she's a fraud, and I just think that she shouldn't be on Fox News. That's what I think.
All right. Well, you should be.
Or Juan Williams.
I think so. I should be on.
Well,
Fox
now
News.
you tell me about Juan Williams. I know Juan Williams too. By the way,
oh God,
I think it's a big act.
Yeah,
he can't be like. I knew him when he wasn't like that. He was a moderate, and now he's a nutty liberal. I don't buy it. I think they want him to. I think he's playing a part.
Yeah.
He didn't get stupid overnight.
Yeah, there's no way that he can be that stupid and that ignorant. I know that he's
a smart guy, and he's playing a part. I believe he is. I've seen him in between takes where he's talking to Bill Kristol. Remember him? And saying stuff. Now, how was that, Bill? I thought that was really exciting what we did. It was like a play to him. It was like they were arguing, and so I just don't see him as that kind of a wimp.
Yeah. I mean, I think that he's playing a role, but the only thing is he makes the show kind of unwatchable because every time he goes down, on a tangent, it's just like, oh my God, I just want to let the other people talk and not him, and it's frustrating.
So, what, you got an update on your life?
On my life?
I want the whole life right here. No, an update, just an update, because we don't have enough time for a whole.
I don't have too much update on my life.
Okay, all your legal problems solved and.
My harasser.
Yeah.
Yes, for the most part, yes. I think that you guys should look into Joe Collins, who's running against Maxine Waters as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, a lot of people are starting to turn and back him now. So, he might be someone that you guys want to watch out and support. He's kind of an up-and-comer.
Is he running against her in the primary as a Democrat?
No, he's a Republican.
So he's running against you. You'll be running against him in a primary, right?
No, it's Joe Collins and Omar Navarro and Maxine Waters. They're all running against each other.
Oh, okay.
For me, I don't really have. The only person that's running with me is John Dennis.
Yeah.
And John Dennis, this is his 4th time running.
Yeah.
And I always get suspicious when someone runs like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Because where does the money go, number one? And number two, do you really want to win
Are they paying him to be there just to lose?
I almost think that's what it is because he doesn't really have much of a message. It's not very clear. He's not a fighter, and there's just nothing unique or different about him. And I think that from what I've talked to in the district, the 12th district, they're tired of him, and they want something a fresh face, aka enter DeAnna Lorraine.
By the way, they came up with a new suggested law in some of these colleges. All sex is rape unless proven otherwise. Did you hear about that?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No, but that might be my next op-ed.
Oh, it should be. I mean, think about that. Anybody can accuse you of rape, even if you had no consent, yet she or he was consensual in their actions. I mean, it's incredible.
That is disgusting. I'm looking at this right now. Wow.
Why would anyone have sex anymore? I mean, it's too painful. I mean, it's too risky. You know?
Yeah, I think that we're going to see a throwback to the 50s where men and women weren't having sex until marriage.
Yep. Hey, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
Check out me and my platform at DeAnnaforCongress.com. And I tweet and post a lot on my social media. Go to DeAnna T. Lorraine on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, of course.
You know, DeAnna, I started a dating service for dogs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's called Scratch and Sniff. Ladies and gentlemen, DeAnna Lorraine, thank you so much for being a star once again on the Dave Weinbaum Show. Yes, you can use that quote. You can use the joke. Thank you so much. You have a great weekend.
Okay, you too.
Thank you. And we have another caller, do we?
Yeah.
All right. Hi there. You just...
There you go.
Oh, it's Bridget. I can tell. Hi there. Well, what are you laughing about? You like that joke? Yeah, apparently.
Only stuff like that can come from you out of your mouth. My goodness.
I wrote it, my darling. I wrote it in 2010. I had to go back in my little my files.
Box of quotes.
Yeah, a box of quotes. 46,000 of those suckers. I got jokes I forgot I even wrote. So, anyways, yes, thank you for laughing at me.
Well, anyways.
Well, this is Bridget, by the way, in case you're wondering, calling all the way from Maine. Yes, what can I do for you today?
Well, you got that right. God's country.
Yeah.
The lady who you talked before, I didn't think I heard right. Is she running for...
Laura
not
Loomer.
the Senate.
Which one? The one before this one?
Just now, yeah.
Yeah, she's running for Congress against Nancy Pelosi.
Oh,
but I don't understand what's going on because you got other people running against Pelosi too. And I thought that would be a primary. I've got to ask her about that. I got to figure this out.
I hope she whips her from here to Kingdom Come.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
About Juan.
Yes.
I have to, I cannot see it, but I have to, somebody told me he always has the cell phone on him. I think people tell him what to say.
Yeah, I think it's an act, because I know the guy.
Yeah.
And I think he gets paid very well to act as a crazed liberal.
Well, I'm sure he gets a talking point.
He wasn't like that when I knew him.
Yeah, because I always, somebody always says, man, he always has a cell phone and always, so I think they send the answers to him or questions or whatnot all.
Feed him his lines.
I think.
And that other one, maybe that it's...
Greg Gutfeld, you're talking about the 5, right?
The 5, yeah.
Yeah, Greg Gutfeld and Jesse Waters. Jesse Waters. It's a good show. I mean, they do a good job.
Yeah, no, it was a woman, a liberal.
Donna Brazil.
On the 5?
Yeah. Well, I know, by the way. I met her in Washington, D.C. Wasn't allowed to ask her a question, which would have maybe brought the house down. But too bad, too bad, so sad. You got to put yourself out there. Maybe you should answer some questions.
I'm not a smart person, but that woman...
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yes.
I just was about Juan Williams.
All right.
So I know his kids are all Republican, from what I understand, right?
I don't know. I mean, he's got a lot of smart, good-looking kids and grandkids and things like that. And I just think it's an act.
I know one of his sons works for Dr. Carson.
Yeah, does he? At Ben Carson for the... He works in the housing...
Do you know that he's an Adventist?
In the Trump administration, right, HUD? Yeah. What's that?
Did you know that Dr. Carson is a Seventh-day Adventist?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is.
Oh. And that means he's a Christian, right?
Well, he's a Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Is that not a Christian?
Huh?
Is that not a Christian?
I won't
That is a Christian, yeah. Seventh-day Adventist Protestant, yeah.
Okay.
Protestant, yes, that's right.
What do I know? I'm just Jewish. Come on.
Be proud of it. Be proud of your heritage. That's all I can tell you.
I'm very proud of it. You know, I'm an old...
Better be, otherwise I'm going to...
I'm an old, tired Jew is what I am, and I relish in that, and my wife is now looking at me askance.
Well, she needs to whop you every now and then.
She's German, and don't tell her to whop me. That's not right for you Germans to gang up on me. That brings back bad memories, okay?
Can do.
Well, anyways, I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you, Bridget.
Thanks,
thank you
Bridget.
so much, and I think we need to take another break, Stan, because we got Dr. Amy coming on in 5 minutes to show. You know she'll be on time. I can't imagine her husband is there saying, "Oh no, you got to be on time." No, that's not going to happen. It happens the other way. All right, we're going to take a break. Call the show. We're giving away a hat. And a great MAGA hat, by the way, and a great McDonald's gift card, $35 gift card. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
If you're in the food business and your walk-in cooler quits, do you think you can call just any heating and refrigeration guy to fix it? Think again. Time is money, and you don't want to have to wait while an air conditioner repairman tries to figure out what's wrong. At Cox Brothers, food equipment repair is who we are. We have the specialized training and know-how to protect your expensive and fragile inventory while we repair your broken equipment. When you need food service repairs, go right to the experts. Cox Brothers Food Equipment Repair in St. James. We'll keep the hot side hot and the cold side cold.
It's been over 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto experience. The name says Muffler Mart, but they do it all. Thousands of customers have done business with Muffler Mart because they do what they say they're going to do. Woo! The next time you need work on your vehicle, head to Muffler Mart on Highway 63 South, across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. For appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434. Muffler Mart in Rolla.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit A1TechofRolla.com.
Have you ever gone to a car dealership where they tried to tack on a bunch of hidden fees to that low price? I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. You won't have to play 20 questions to look at our vehicles, and you won't have to worry about hidden fees either. We're your hometown dealer, and we'll do our absolute best to treat you right. Shop around and compare prices, but give us the opportunity to earn your business. Next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, come see us at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located on South Bishop and Rolla, next to Mandarin Gardens, or online at TaylorChryslerRolla.com.
When you're ready to find the best steak in Rolla, head over to Sydney's at 707 North Pine in downtown Rolla. All their steaks are aged 30 days and hand-cut to perfection. This weekend is Ribeye Weekend. Get a 16-ounce ribeye steak with Sydney's signature spice blend and 2 sides only $14.99. And choose Sydney's with over 100 different whiskeys, scotches, and bourbons and over a dozen draft beers to complement the best steak around. Call 426-3707 for reservations. Lunch specials on Facebook. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 1:30 a.m. daily.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
So they whip you into a frenzy of racial fear so that it never enters your mind. It's a diversion. Everyone else hates each other. They get to keep their money. Pretty tricky. Unfortunately, it's also destroying the country. This is the path to civil war, obviously. So we want to take a second to pass on a sincere message to official Washington, and particularly to our colleagues on the other cable news channels. And it's this: please, for the sake of the nation, calm down. Yes, America has problems. Yes, racism is one of America's problems. But so is a fading middle class. So is a terrifying drug epidemic that's killed hundreds of thousands of Americans. So is a national debt that is growing by $1 trillion a year. These are huge problems. And people know that. People know their country is in decline. And it's making them turn to new political leaders. Donald Trump was one of those new leaders. Elizabeth Warren and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez are a couple of others.
Now if you feel that you can't go on, because all of your hope is gone, and your life is filled with much confusion, until happiness is just an illusion, and your world around is crumbling down, darling, reach out. Come on, girl, reach out for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, bad boss expert, author, motivational speaker, singer, pacer, mirror aficionado, and the shrink to the Dave Weinbaum Show, especially Stan, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakim. And Detroit.
Your poor wife has to pull her headphones off when the applause comes on.
My poor baby wife, she has a hearing problem. She always claims I have a hearing problem.
You do.
What?
She will have one after the applause.
Hi, Dr. Amy. How you doing?
Doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing good, but I want to ask you a question. Do you sleep well?
I try to.
Well, did you know?
It really depends on a lot. He's not the best sleeper, so I don't always sleep well if he doesn't.
Did you know
sleep
that
well.
optimistic people sleep better and longer, according to the University of Illinois study? Does that make sense to you?
Sleep is one of my favorite things. If I had my druthers, I would sleep 9-10 hours a day. Love it.
Really? Now, do you dream? Do you dream?
What?
Do you dream? Do you remember your dreams?
Oh, interestingly, yeah. I mean, we all dream. I mean, it's a question of remembering them. I don't always remember dreams, but for sure.
Do you have dreams that you think are somehow significant in your life?
I missed the question. Can you say it again?
Do you have dreams that are somehow you feel like are significant in your life, good or bad?
Yes, I definitely. When our minds are very, very active, and we have something serious going on, whether it be good or bad, I think that sometimes we come to some type of resolution through a dream. So, yeah, I mean, I think we can sometimes feel there are different things. Let's say that you're feeling rather anxious, then you may dream that someone is chasing you, or that you're almost to fall off a cliff. And if you're happy and love is in the air, then you may see butterflies and sunshine. So yeah,
it's kind of a simple way of doing it, Doctor.
I love that topic, and think it's fascinating when we're able to really get ourselves into that mode. Did I ever tell you about my sleep app?
No, tell us. No, I think you did. But go ahead and tell us again.
Okay, so I came across this app, and I'm sure there are a number of them, but the one I use is called Calm, CALM, and when we go on family trips, I make the whole family listen to this sleep app before we go to bed. But basically, you can either listen to a sleep story, which is a very slow, drawn-out story about something, whether it be fictional or nonfiction. You can actually choose your topic, your genre. They even have somebody who's like Bueller. They have that kind of thing, too.
Yeah.
So the whole gamut. Or you can listen to proper meditation. Welcome to this 30-minute deep sleep release.
You know what?
That kind of a thing. Or they have this music.
I got to make a confession. I have to make a confession.
Beautiful, whether it be like cascading waterfalls or nice piano, and inevitably I do something like that before I go to bed, and it always helps. And if my kids can't sleep, then each of them is required to either listen to a sleep story or listen to some of that music. So that's what happens.
I have to do this because I called Standout.
She was on a roll.
I know you were and did great. But my wife is sitting here over there, like, crawling after me with a plastic straw now, and that's supposed to be illegal. And it so happens that my zipper was down. I'm admitting this. It happens. All right, I was in a hurry to get back.
Well, the other day he was leaving home, and she had to tell him to zip his zipper.
Oh my God!
I think it has to do with his sleep cycle.
You know what? I remember this. It was in a nightmare I had last night. I somehow forgot, and then on the air I had to announce this in front of the whole world. Oh my goodness! And you got to be a witness to that. Well, not a witness, actually.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, on the other hand, major surgery doubles the chance for substantial decline in mental skills like reasoning, memory, and language ability. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Well, there you go. Now you know something else. Look
it up. Curious to see the sample size of that study.
Yeah, there was a study, and I think it was an English study, a 10-year study from Britain. Look it up, though, but that should be interesting. Because, sometimes you have an option not to have major surgery. And, so that goes into the equation, doesn't it? Or it should.
Well, we should always look at the options, and I think the best place is not on a table unless you need to be on it.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Right.
Who said we must model the way and show our followers that we truly value them as individuals? Who said that?
I did.
Oh, my goodness. So are you trying to start a cult here? I mean, there's like you got followers and things like that? And
well, in the world, we either are a leader or a follower.
Okay, you're
and
a leader,
in different
right?
parts of our life, we may fall into one or the other bucket.
Okay.
But I think it's important that as leaders, we don't just talk the talk, but we walk the talk.
So you consider yourself
by
a
showing
leader,
them what,
right?
I do. I think I'm a leader.
No, I think you do, too.
I like leading.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
There are certain times where I'm a follower, like in a basketball game, if I'm on the team. When I was the 5'2" dribbler,
I bet you.
I was definitely.
I bet you passed really good, and that you you probably didn't dunk. Unless you're
definitely did not dunk.
eating donuts there in the basketball
game. They put me on the court to get fouled.
Oh, cool.
I really did not know the game, and so my foul shot was really good.
There you go. Hey,
you did. Yep.
Okay, you contributed, and that's the thing.
I did contribute.
And sometimes, sometimes you got to take that role as a teammate, and you want the team to win.
I was a true teammate, and
Yes.
I definitely followed. I sometimes didn't know which direction to run with the ball. It was not my sport, but I enjoyed it.
Now, I'm a person that I have abandonment issues, and I've always come to learn that, and I don't know whether it was something that happened as a child or throughout my life, but I have a high level of defense, and I will leave a situation. It's not quitting so much. If somebody doesn't like me or doesn't want me around, I just get the hell out of there. And what's going on with me?
I mean, I think that
I'm glad you're not charging me.
How long do we have?
No, I mean, our behavior that we do today is reflective of a compilation of the reactions and experiences that we've had throughout our lifetime, right?
Yeah.
So if you've had an issue and you've seen a similar result enough times, it doesn't mean that next time it's going to be the same result. You're going to, though, assume that it will be and make that calculation and then act accordingly. So, I mean, I would argue don't always do that. Try to talk it out. Try to take a beat before walking away. See if it's something that you need to walk away from, or maybe it's something you could consider working through. But obviously our past does repeat, and we do need to remember that history oftentimes repeats itself. So, we don't want to make the same mistake again, but we may want to learn and grow and see what we could do to contribute to a better, easier relationship.
I could go both ways on that. I could attack it or withdraw from the situation, because when I felt abandoned as a high school senior, being fifth string and basically another blocking dummy on the team, and I felt like, why am I here? What am I doing here? And then I got into challenges and I beat everybody. Then I got interested. I mean, I got back into it. All of a sudden I was relevant again. But I could have easily quit at a certain point because I felt feeling abandoned, like they didn't really need me around. I was a piece of equipment.
Well, this is what he normally responds like this.
You want a piece of me?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
That's exactly how I took it. And then I became really a vicious football player. I mean, we're talking about helmet breaking stuff, like, Elad's a soccer player, and really determined to get out there and do stuff. And I became all of a sudden overnight this person. But they had to give me a chance. They had to get me into these. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. If I didn't get to challenge the person ahead of me, and then the person ahead of him, and the person ahead of him, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, it would have affected my life in a bad way, I believe.
Well, this is another one of his responses.
You can't handle the truth.
And the truth was that eventually...
we have to have grit.
Yeah.
And when we have grit, then we're resilient, and we recognize that we're going to keep pushing forward. And when there is a setback, that can anger us, or that can encourage or inspire us, depending on our personality, right? But it should move us forward. And we're not going to get everything we want. And when we do get what we work so hard to get, then that achievement is that much sweeter. So those who have grit are generally happier and more productive in their personal relationships and work relationships.
Well, and that affects you. I mean, that kind of stuff, when you can do that kind of stuff, if you can come back from that kind of devastation as a kid, let's say, in my case, I was like 16 years old. If you can come back from that kind of devastation of feeling like you're not really part of the team, even though you're trying your best, and then get into some activity where you actually come out on top, it is an amazing thing. Then you got to handle the victory thing. You got to handle, how the hell did I do this, and then how do I play first string? And I dealt with it, and that forever, that has sit with me in whatever I do. And I don't win all the time, but I sure give it a hard try.
I think it also helps to build humility. Because, if we always just go out and win right away, we always get exactly what we want the first time, and we don't have to work for it, then the win isn't as sweet. And that's part of the problem with today's society. This era of entitlement. It goes a long way, because it ends up that if you always are getting and giving to your kids, or as adults receiving because of whatever, then it ends up causing people to assume that they're always going to get, and then to take for granted what they do have.
Yeah, and if they lose, they don't know how to handle it. I mean, you're going to lose sometimes. Let's face it, right? You're going to screw up.
Yeah.
Unless you're not human. So, Stan. Other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
Well, my book is Working with Difficult People. It's sold anywhere books are sold, also on Audible and ebook format. My website is Cooper Strategic Group and AmyCooperHakim.com. And I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Amy Cooper Hakim.
What do you call a cow trained in the classics?
What?
Mozart. Sorry. I was practicing that voice all night. I want you to know I kept my wife up all night.
No way! I'm so proud. Thank you.
Well, she grew up on a cattle ranch, and she was always listening to the moo. Is that right? About like that? There you go. All right. I think she's playing solitaire. What are you doing? Playing solitaire?
No.
Well, thank you for pointing out my deficit there. Thank you so much.
Actually, Stan had the visual first.
Yeah, I was looking over there and I said, "Oh man, he flies down."
Okay, we see. I do the show standing up.
To her.
I do the show standing up. So it's not. I'm embarrassed, but not that much. I mean, okay, I'm 70 years old, for God's sakes. Every once in a while, you can forget things, All right.
Thank you,
Dr. Amy. I'm sorry about all that, but thank you so much for being my therapist. Wait a minute, I thought you were Stan's, but thank you so much. I'm getting free therapy here. This is great. All right, you have Shabbat Shalom and have a great time, and tell Elad that he should be optimistic and sleep better so you can, okay?
I will, and we're playing calm, and hope you do too.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right.
Let me know what you think.
And we got to get Laura Loomer needs to be elected. Thanks. She's in your district, okay? Do you ever hear of her?
Okay.
You can't talk politics.
Don't
forget. Oh my God, I forgot.
But I know that she is. She's a big supporter of your show, and
oh yeah.
So yes.
Yeah, we help each other on the show.
Much.
Thank you.
Right, thanks, Amy. Bye.
Thank you, Dr. Amy. Are you running for anything? If you ran for something, I'd support you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Okay, we'll end it like that. Shabbat Shalom, Amy. Hi to the kids. Hi to the old man. Bye-bye. All right, that's sweet. We got to take another
hilarious.
Break. It's hilarious. All right, we still got time to get in the contest. What do you got?
The new Amazon Echo has everyone asking Alexa for help.
Alexa, what time is it? What the hell is wrong with this blasted thing? Amanda!
But the latest technology isn't always easy to use for people of a certain age.
These kids done bought me a busted machine again. Odessa!
That's why Amazon partnered with AARP to present the new Amazon Echo Silver, the only smart speaker device designed specifically to be used by the greatest generation. It's super loud and responds to any name even remotely close to Alexa, so they can find out the weather.
Allegra, what is the weather outside?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Huh?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Where?
Outside.
What about it?
The temperature outside is 74 degrees and sunny.
I don't know about that.
The latest in sports.
Clarissa, how many did old Satchel strike out last night?
Satchel Paige died in 1982.
How many did he get?
Satchel Paige is dead.
In what now?
Died.
Who did?
Satchel Paige.
I don't know about that.
All right, good job, Stan. That's what I'm talking about right there. We're back on the show, and my lovely wife is now closing the door, and I'm not talking about what you thought about earlier.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Closing. Thanks for letting me know, though, honey. It was so subtle. She was sticking me with about a half foot long.
That's a foot long.
Plastic.
There, man.
Is that a foot long?
Straw.
Yeah. Foot long straw. That is a foot long.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, it's amazing. Thanks for that, and I'm glad I'm not injured. Could have been serious too.
Oh my.
You don't put a straw there. That's all right. Anyways, so we're back on the show, and we got these. I like to do this every once in a while. In this time when every single Democrat is out there calling Trump a racist, fascist pig, and all this white supremacy and all that. I just like to take it back a notch and remember what happened November the 8th, 2016.
Donald Trump, just last week, he confirmed to the National Review that he is again considering a run in 2016.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
Which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Of the declared ones right now, Donald Trump.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point. At real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
So right now we have Hillary's about 75 or an 80% favorite. We have different versions of the forecast you can look at.
The poll has Hillary Clinton up by double digits nationally, 12 points, 50 to 38, four-way race.
Clinton leading in Florida, Clinton leading in North Carolina, Clinton leading in Ohio, Clinton leading in Nevada. I could go on and on and on.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
You're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
We have a major projection right now. Donald Trump will take Ohio. CNN projects Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida. Huge win for Donald Trump. Donald Trump, we project, will win in Kentucky, in Indiana, with its 11 electoral votes. West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, North Dakota, with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, North Carolina, Georgia, Iowa, Utah, Wisconsin, Arizona, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business.
That is wonderful, isn't it? I mean, we need to hear that every once in a while. And there's all this, and they still can't get over it. They cannot get on with their lives. They got to still try to destroy the guy. He won. Why don't you do some good for the country? He's a deal maker. Make some deals with the guy, okay? For goodness sakes. Instead, you just got to be bitter and try to abuse him and all that other stuff. Anyways, you want to call the show, 573-364-4433, and get it off your chest. Have we done all the breaks that we needed?
Didn't we just do 7? No, we got 7 left.
All right, well, let's do that right now. We're going to come back and determine the winner of the amazing backward MAGA hat, where you can fool all the liberals out there, because unless they read backwards, it's just going to confuse them. They're going to come at you and say, "What does that mean?" And it's going to be really cool. Then you got the upper hand on them, because they're going to have to delay their attack. All right, so call the show, 573-364-4433, and get it off your chest.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community-born, community-raised, community serving.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax, and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Reality check number 14. Getting a house loan shouldn't take longer than building your house. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know you're anxious to start building your dream home, so we make loans quick and easy. We don't have to send off to some big city for a decision. Your decision is made here, and your loan stays here. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Let the dogs out!
Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel and Henry Company. Daniel and Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel and Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
The strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. The all-new 2019 Silverados have arrived at Fairground Auto Plaza. Get 0% APR for 72 months or $9,015 in total value on the all-new 2019 Crew Cab LT All-Star Z71 for well-qualified buyers with GM financing. Check out everything Fairground Auto Plaza has to offer. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza at 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
This is a time of frustration, and it's a time of change. It's a hard time for America. But this country is not on the brink of genocide. It's not even close to that. This is not a white supremacist country plotting the slaughter of its own people. It's a kind country full of decent people of all races who, like all people everywhere, make bad decisions from time to time, but they mean well and they generally try their best. So going forward, give them the benefit of the doubt, even when you disagree with them, maybe especially when you disagree with them. These are your fellow Americans. Cut them a break. They deserve it. And remember, the alternative is disaster.
Well said, Mr. Tucker Carlson. And who was talking about him as their favorite? Was that DeAnna Lorraine?
DeAnna Lorraine, yeah.
Yeah. He's a great guy, I think, you know.
Yeah,
you don't have to disagree. You don't have to agree with anybody all the time, but most of the time I think he's right on. He'd be a great guy to argue with. Yeah. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Well, good afternoon. This is Randy from St. James.
Hey, Randy, how you doing, my friend? What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just, enjoying the time off.
Oh, good.
Hey, I got a joke.
Okay.
Homemade. It's a riddle, I guess,
right.
More or less. How do you avoid a liberal mass shooter?
Oh, God. A liberal mass shooter or masked shooter?
Mass.
A liberal. How do you avoid a liberal mass shooter? I don't know, but I don't know where this is going, but I don't know.
Hide in a gun-free zone.
What's that?
Hide in a gun-free zone. Hide in a gun-free zone.
You hide in a gun-free zone?
Yeah, you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Well, that went over.
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, we were just saying. I think it's just the opposite, though. I think they're just drawn to gun-free zones.
They don't.
I mean, if you're a liberal, can you be a liberal? Can you be a liberal mass shooter? Because
I don't think they're ever. Yeah.
I know you and I know there can be. Right.
I know it's amazing they don't like guns.
Yeah.
But yet they're out there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of this guy that did shot up the nightclub. Where was that again? That was in Ohio. No, I'm talking about the recent one.
That one, okay.
In Ohio, he was a member of Antifa, and he was a supporter of Bernie Sanders and Pocahontas.
That ought to say something right there.
Yeah. And so he was a liberal who became a mass shooter, And then there's the guys with the knives out there. Also, we had knife killings this past weekend in 2 different places. Just incredible, Randy. I don't know, man.
It is ridiculous.
I want you to go back and write some good jokes, okay? And not that was bad. It doesn't matter, okay? Trust me. I've got I got 46,000 plus things that I wrote, and some of them were real good, and some of them are really bad. and I play the bad ones on the show because sometimes they get a better reaction than the good ones do. You never know.
You gotta have humor and bad humor.
That's what I like, and I gotta wait. Why don't you just hang on? I want to either embarrass you or reward you with the winner. I need some applause. I mean, I need a drum roll. Dang it, Stan.
Okay.
Don't confuse me. That's not a drum roll. Not you. Okay. All right, the winner. Oh God. Okay, I got a show. Look at this. Look who the winner is. Do you know I just pulled your name out of the hat? You're the winner. Give him some applause. People are going to think that's a fix. No, give him some real applause. No.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, come on. You saw me.
I don't believe it.
You saw. Wait a minute. How come every name in there is Randy? What the hell's going on? Randy. No, I'm kidding. All right, you got to call me, 578-2700, all right? Okay. Call me right after the show.
I cannot believe it, though.
You are a lucky SOB, and you ought to fly out to Vegas today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with the show. I tell you what, I love all the people. Well, let me get out the people that promote the show, for goodness sakes. Leary Gary, Irish Eileen, Jean, Juhadi, Rich, J-Wall, Brendy, Barb, Pam, Bella, Feisty in Florida, Cutie Pie, Gabriella, Carol, Professor and Patriot, Marta, Deborah, Mary, Patty, Bob, Deanna, Anna, Rosaline, Ken, Batsy, Beth, and Rich. Thank you so much for being on the Dave Weinbaum Show. I'll be back in another week.
All right. You're listening to the Dave